God, I'd die for a good cup of joe. Be careful what you wish for. You wanna die for a cup of joe? Say less. New game, Loretta. Warning, a very small percentage of people may experience a seizure when exposed to certain visual images. Okay. Well, that's not good. Hold space to confirm. Alright, color mode, noir mode. Recommended for first playthrough. Let's do that one. This is for those who have already completed the game. Some visual hints disappear, puzzles become harder to solve. Color mode. It's already spooky. The game's events take place in the United States of America in 1947. To reflect the reality of the time, Loretta contains subject matter that some may find offensive. Characters, due to their nature, age, and social status, use words, phrases, and profanities that are indicative of the time and do not correspond with modern attitudes. All events and characters depicted in the game are entirely fictitious. Any similarity to actual events or persons living or dead are purely coincidental. Think carefully before you begin this game and play responsibly. Alright, if that bothers anybody, feel free to dip, but there's our warning. I think it had whispered to him things about himself which he did not know, things of which he had no conception till he took counsel with his... I didn't read all of that, I'm so sorry, I can't read quick enough. 1947. A cute little car. It looks like Nancy's car in Secret of the Old Clock. Except red. Nice disclaimer. I'm glad we got a little bit of a disclaimer, you know? I'm like, it's gonna have spooky vibes, but you know, we can handle it. My name's Loretta Lou Harris. Friends call me Laura.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
I'm 38 years old. I was born in a small town in the South that y'all probably... Oh, we're in the South, sorry. That y'all probably never heard of. The moment I turned 16, I ran away to the East Coast. I am an unemployed ornithologist and a mediocre housewife. A few months ago, my husband and I moved to a farm that he got from his parents. Life here ain't exactly simple, but we get by all the same. Up until 2 weeks ago, anyway, when Walter up and disappeared without a trace. Damn it, Walter. Where'd you go? Mrs. Harris, I'm Frank Chambers. I'm looking for your husband. You from the police? Now, I already talked to the sheriff. I ain't got nothing more to say. No, ma'am. I'm leading a private investigation. There are some people from New York, important people, who'd really like to have a word with Mr. Harris. Well, tell him to get in line. And who are these important people? Who are these important people? People who Mr. Harris still needs to pay. Mind if I come in? I mean, fine. Darn Walter's always up and vanishing. Our husband is in the mafia, calling it now. I like our predictions. Hello? I thought we were going into the house. Maybe. Well, I don't want to exit. No, I want to keep playing the game, but I would like the game to keep playing itself so that we can play the game. Did we choose wrong and he killed us? Maybe that's what happened. We died. The end. See if we can go in now. There we go. I don't know why we had like a little technical issue, but we're here. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You've got a lovely house, ma'am. Why'd you have to pause? This is a lovely house. Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents'. You're not from around here, are you? Or New York, for that matter. Don't test my hospitality. Sorry, didn't mean to offend. I'm paid to ask questions, you know. But my only concern is Mr. Harris. Mainly, I need to know if he's alive or dead. Look at us with our cute shoes. Where am I going? Ma'am, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Who hired you? Want something to drink? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 14 to 15 days, give or take. Would you like something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. You're not gonna answer that? Well, give me a second. It only rang once, Mr. Chambers. Phone. Hello? Hello? Can I talk to Mr. Harris, please? Why does everyone want Mr. Harris? He's not here. Who's calling? Well, he can't come to the phone right now. Or just hang up. I don't have time for this. Who's calling? May I ask who's calling? This is Patrick Fitzgerald from the Atlantic Press Publishing House. Would you kindly put Mr. Harris on the phone? It's extremely urgent. Mr. Harris ain't available. He's ain't here. Well, what time will he be back? Miss, this is about his book. We're still waiting for him to send the second half. The contracts are ready, but... Miss, could you please pass... They hung up. It happens sometimes. Alright, let me go get your drink, sir. Afraid lemonade's all I can offer. Just water would be fine with me, ma'am. I'm a tad parched from that long drive. Some water. Everyone's asking where's Mr. Harris. No one's asking how's Mr. Harris. That is true. Does anyone care? Alright, wait. A glass? Can I... Okay, I picked up my glass. Catalog. An April furniture catalog. It's got all a nuclear family could need. How are things with the novel? Did Mr. Harris finish it? Is Mr. Wallace interested in that too? No, ma'am. Just curious. Real pity that the true work of a detective isn't at all like the stuff your husband writes about. You know, in his hard-boiled detective stories. It's the laws of the genre, Mr. Chambers. Calendar. Another month's flown by. That's how I feel. How is it June already? How are we here? I should get Chambers some water. You should. Where is your sink? Radio? Lullaby. Did he not like that? Sorry. Here's our sink. This humidity is killing me. He wipes his face with a handkerchief. I don't think it's been this hot since the spring of '39. Where's that music coming from? The fields. Farmers. Walter rents out the land. Guess the music helps him pass the time. His eyes linger on Laura's hips. Sir... She pretends not to notice. Don't look at her hips. Ew. Poison. Hey! What the hell? Not so fast, bitch. I wasn't gonna put the poison in your drink. I was just looking at... Chambers shot me. Oh no! He had no choice. Poisoning a man right before his very eyes wasn't the brightest idea I've ever had. Who would have thought that this is how my story ends? The end. I didn't know I could die. That escalated real quick. Okay, so let's not poison the man. I was just looking around, but, okay. Let's try to get you that water unpoisoned this time. If I had known the stakes, I wouldn't have done that. Okay, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? 2 weeks. Alright, and then we're gonna answer the phone again, I'm assuming. I wasn't gonna poison you, I was just looking at it. Exactly! Why would you assume I was gonna poison you? Not everything is about you, Chambers. Alright, let's do the same choices I picked before. Alright, now let's go get that unpoisoned water for you. Alright. Just want some water. You got it. Glass. Sink. The fields, the farmers, listen to the music, and he looks at her hips. Here's your water. Quite the shame for a fine lady like yourself to be stuck out in a place like this. Here's your water. You're too kind. Thank you. He dries his lips on his sleeve. Sir. So how much land have you got here, ma'am? 60 or so acres. He whistles. Don't get too excited. It was mortgaged a long while back. May I take a look at the yard? Suit yourself. What in? It's the pipes. Son of a... Got some plumbing installed, and what do you know? Sorry. I need to go down to the basement. Need a hand? Nah. No need to trouble yourself. Besides, you wanted to look around the place, didn't you? Oh gosh. What was that? I go in here? It's damp and dark down in the basement. Too damp and too dark. Smells like mold. Just like Chambers' breath, actually. Oh. I can hardly find the water pipes. At first glance, everything seems to be in order, but there's a weird buzzing sound coming from them. Look closer. Looks like something's stuck in one of them. Hard to say what exactly. Try to pull... I don't know. I can't see anything. Try to pull it out. I hold out my hand and touch something wet and hairy. I grab hold of it and tug. A dead rat. That's a cute rat, though. Could have been worse. Buzzin' stopped. For now. Looks like Chambers went out to the yard. Well, let's go out to the yard then. Double lovely. That was great. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? He's in the well? No. Oh. See, this is in red too. The poison was also in red, so maybe it means, like, game over if I click those? I don't know. Or maybe risky? I don't. No clue. I have no idea where Walter is, and I don't want to know, truth be told. Well, I can understand that. Mr. Harris, he was a queer, wasn't he? Was? I mean... Why else would he leave a gorgeous woman like you at his own house to go on the lam like this? Begging your pardon, ma'am, but he must have been out of his damn mind. Ew. Anyway, ma'am, thank you for your time. Sorry I had to come all this way for nothing. But I really don't think I can help. It's fine. It's what I'm paid to do. Thanks again for the water. Sorry I bothered you. Settle down, Chambers. He's in the well is giving I see dead people. My husband's in the well. My name is Loretta Lou Harris. Friends call me Laura. I'm an unemployed housewife, stuck in a hellhole with nothing but sun and wheat. 2 weeks ago, I killed my husband. She threw him down the well. Okay, Loretta. Well, that's a setup. I love that. Okay. Oh, it's a puzzle? Put that piece in. Dun dun dun. Laura. Well, he's in the well. I'm glad we didn't say that he was in the well earlier, because we definitely would have been caught. I ain't trying to make excuses, but I think I ought to tell my story from the beginning. But I ain't looking to be forgiven by the gentlemen of the jury. I know that's impossible now. But I want to give a chance to whoever's gonna read this to maybe understand me. You see, my relationship with Walter started to fall apart long before the day he died. Long before we moved to this goddamn farm. I even liked it at the start. Trading the bustling city life for a humble one out in the country. Of course, wishful thinking's all it was. Women don't get much choice in this world. Take enough wrong turns, and before you know it, you're low class. And I was finally starting to see that all my turns were the wrong ones, too. Oh, she has a face. She is serving face. She's very cute. Alright, we're at the beginning. Why did we kill Walter? Here's the well. An old well. I don't know why, but it gives me the creeps. We never use it. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll find a use for it soon, Loretta. 'Cause he looked at our hips, duh. Walter! Can't be looking at the lady's hips like that. Another broken, creaky step. Nails sticking out, waiting for the right moment to finally jab into my leg. I asked Walter to fix it. Not that that did any good. Walter wasn't a bad person. He almost never drank. And even when he did, he never got violent. In all our years together, he only hit me that one time. And he felt awful about it afterwards. Still, everything about him was starting to irritate me. So you killed him? And I reckon the feeling was mutual. That irritation turned into a burning hatred that only got stronger after we moved out here. His snoring was like nails on a chalkboard. He'd spit everywhere like he was a damn camel. And food got stuck in his teeth all the time. But what really got under my skin was how he always reeked of onions. Ew. All the damn time. It was this disgusting oily smell that soaked into all the furniture. But you want to know what the weird thing was? Was the weird thing that he didn't shower? Because why did he smell like onions? I ain't never used any onions in my cooking. A bird? A bird! Scare it, ignore it. Oh, ignore it. That bird can stay. That's that all-natural deodorant. Pay water bill on the calendar. Pay water bill. Do I get to see Walter? Dishes. Alright, let's wash the dishes. We'll never run out of dirty dishes in this house. Oh no! Ouch! Cut my finger. Oh, the phone's ringing. Walt and I met towards the end of 1929. He was a little older than me. Mighty handsome, of course. He worked as a newspaper correspondent. But I couldn't tell you the name of what paper it was. They've probably quit publishing it now anyway. My mother died in 1930. Walter and I got married in 1931. I got pregnant in 1933. They called it an ectopic pregnancy, and that was followed by a miscarriage. I lost my child before I ever got to be a mother. Oh my gosh, okay. Phone. Hello? Who's calling? Are you gonna speak or what? You think this is funny? Is that a prank call? I wanna look around the house first. Bottom cabinet. Is that our wedding photo? Is this my inventory? What am I looking at? Ooh, check the mail. To Mr. Walter Harris. Open the letter. Hey, Daddy, how are you doing? How's Laura? I hope y'all are doing okay. I'm doing just fine. Sorry it took me so long to write you back. Things have been pretty crazy recently. You know how it is. Did you finish your novel? I think you did. You've been working on it for so long now. Daddy, I've got some big news I want to talk about. I don't know when you'll get this letter, though. Anyway, Mickey and I are going to come visit, so let's talk in person. SWAK. Love you. Kelly. Okay. Our car. Walter calls it the Melmoth. I don't know why. I call it Moth. To me, it's a more suitable name for a jalopy like this. What is that? Can I not go back inside? Oh, there we go. Should I go in here? China cabinet. Cups, plates, glasses. Half of them are chipped. Room. Sweep the kitchen floor. Oh yeah, let's clean up our broken dishes. Oh, there's Walter. Honey, I'm going into the city, but I'll be back soon. I need to stop by the post office. What happened? What's it look like? I broke a plate. First a blue bird flew in the dang house. Let's say I broke a plate. Well, that's okay. We'll buy a new one. We ain't got the money for that. We have enough for a plate. Anyway, would you mind ironing my suit? I think it's in the bedroom. Take the key. Can't you do it yourself? Okay, buy some milk on your way back. Not a problem. All right, hun, I'm off. Okay, Walter. Let's go iron his suit. Go upstairs, it looks like. I want to keep looking in here. Windows. These windows have collected dirt for so many years. I tried cleaning them at first, but it gave up eventually. This is a nice big window, though. Gramophone? Walter brought this Al Jolston and Mario Lanza records. I prefer classical music. I ain't in the mood to listen to that right now. Okay. Why is their house so creepy? I know that, like, his parents gave them the house, but it's a little creepy. Said, Old fireplace. The old fireplace sets the tone for the entire room. I don't like this room. You know what? Me neither. This is not a nice room. Gives me a headache. Okay. You need to come for all them secrets. I need to know why she killed Walter. How are you doing, Diarrhea? Welcome. I want to uncover all the mysteries. Crack. This house is falling apart. A piece of the ceiling is gonna fall off one of these days and kill me in my sleep. The decor is atrocious. I can't tell if it's just an old house or is something haunting this place. A woman in a wheat field. Wheat, wheat, wheat. All we got is damn wheat. Jewelry. Ah, okay, we have a 3-digit code for the jewelry box. 3-digit code. All right. What's on this side? The bathroom. I'll never like going outside to use the commode. Oh, I missed my old apartment. Oh, the toilet's outside? Okay, bottom cabinet. What is that? Walter smelled of onions. I offer not guilty, judge. I mean, reasonable. Why is it snowing in the jewelry box? I don't know what the little snowy bit was supposed to be, but it was giving like puzzle. Woo! I just need to find numbers. Tooth powder, shaving brush, and a little mustache comb for Walter's mustache. Walter sure loves taking care of his dumb mustache. God forbid a man wants to take care of his mustache. Pretty sure the walls in the fireplace room are colored with Shields green. That wallpaper is what's making her sick. You know, it could be. Window. Today's a good day. Nothing saying it should rain today. Right. No rain. Good vibes. God forbid a man love onions and his mustache. Let's go in here. A guest bedroom. As I understand it, Walter's parents slept in separate bedrooms. One of them harsh 1910 traditions. Walter and I turned this place upside down looking for the key, but no luck. Sure feels strange knowing I can't access certain parts of the house. Not like the house ain't big enough already. Oh, we can't find the key to that room? Something went wrong in New York. I never found out what exactly. Walter fell into a pit of debt and dragged me down there with him. He left the obscenely high deposit we'd paid on our apartment, packed our bags, and rented the cheapest rust bucket he could find. In the spring of 1947, we moved to the farm, to Walter's parents' old house. Edna and Douglas Harris died of typhus back in 1927, and so we jumped off the bumpy life raft that was our former life and rushed into the unknown. This game is perfect for Complaining Tuesday. She's full of complaints and I'm here for it. It is Happy Complaining Tuesday, everyone. Our belongings are in these suitcases. A whole human life contained in a few bags. We still ain't unpacked most of it. Open it. Oh, that's why it looks so crusty, because they just moved into the house. This is like all flashback. Duh. Birth certificate of John Edward Harris. Date of birth June 6, 1946. Gender male. Mother Loretta. Sorry, let me not. Loretta Lou Harris. Father Walter Phillips Harris. Okay. So Walter and Loretta had their son June 6, 1946. It was October 1945 when I got pregnant again. Doctors said I was too old. He used some weird phrase like elderly parturient or something. With my medical history, neither me nor the baby stood a chance. I reckon it was just a miracle. 9 months later, I gave birth to a boy, Johnny Harris. And I'm getting ahead of myself again. Or maybe I'm going too far back. Long story short, I lost Johnny too. Do you have anything else? That's all that was in the suitcase. Walter's suit. What's with the creepy music? We're just gonna iron his suit. Of all Walter's sins, his adultery was the least to concern me. Let's say his gambling affected my life in a much more serious way. Gambling? Adultery? His adultery was pretty obvious. Walter hadn't touched me in months. Can't say I was too upset by it, though. Nonetheless, I knew one thing for sure. That ginger bitch Margaret sure did love her onions. Margaret? Margaret the onion lover. Whiskey bourbon. Whiskey bourbon? What am I trying to do? I don't know what I'm trying to do. What? Hold on, wait, what am I supposed to do? He cheated with the onion lady, which is crazy. Maybe I'm not supposed to touch him. Huh? Wait, I don't get it. The egg is being pulled apart, and then there's like this thing. Oh, I think I'm supposed to make it so that they don't touch the circle. Hold on. That's it. Get out of my circle! Not the devil's drink. Get out of here, whiskey. Scotch, don't you dare. Ah, not the whiskey. Oh no! The Scotch ones are sneaky. They're really small. No, wait. Bourbon. Okay, there we go. In we go. I felt trapped. I was suffocating in this cramped farmer's paradise. I could feel the noose tightening around my neck. I went to the bank. So, can you state your profession, ma'am? I'm an ornithologist. I'm an ornithologist by trade, but for now, I just run the house mostly. Excuse me, how do you spell that? Ornithologist. A scientist, the kind who studies birds. I see. And how about the man of the house, ma'am? What does he do? Walter's a writer. Wait, Walter Harris? You mean the writer? The affair with the killer? The Black Tulip? I see you're a fan. Aha. No, not me, I'm afraid. My wife, though. Why, she just adores his books. Who would have thought, right here in our backyard? Huh, anyway. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry to say this, but we can't give you a loan. Well, not to you, anyway. But why don't you bring your husband around next time? I'm sure we could figure something out. I was hoping not to get my husband involved. I see. It's me who needs the money, not him. In that case, ma'am, if you urgently need money, then what's stopping you from taking out that 30,000 and... What 30,000? Well now, just a moment. He shuffles through his papers. Well, yes. Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am. That was my mistake. I just realized the 30,000 is in insurance. What insurance? What 30,000? He peers at a sheet of paper. Life insurance, ma'am. Silly of me to have missed it before, but it looks like Mr. Harris's publisher took out an insurance policy in his name. Here, see for yourself. In the event of death or disappearance... Death? Yada yada yada, oh, you can skip this part. The beneficiary will receive a lump sum payment of $30,000. Looks like a standard contract as insurance goes. Anywho, I must apologize again. I didn't mean to cause any confusion. No, thank you. You've been a big help. Glad to hear. In that case, I'll be waiting for you and Mr. Harris to drop on by. All the best, ma'am. Oh, and do allow me to remind you that all deposits and contributions are insured with us at... That clerk's words broke through his cracked, graceless lips and disappeared into thin air. $30,000. An incredible sum of money. It felt like the more I thought about it, the less I was able to comprehend how much money that really was. Walter. He hadn't ever said a word. Why not? I remember getting this strange feeling. It was weak and not all there yet, but I felt it was on the edge of my mind all the same. The moment I tried to catch it and pay attention to it, I left the bank, and the dry spring wind of the outside world dispelled that feeling as if it was never there to begin with. Walter has always been so clumsy, you know? Like, oops. So what if I get that 30,000? Time to disappear our husband. I'm like, maybe that's the reason. He was cheating with he was cheating with Margaret, the onion lady, and he was gambling, and he had his life insurance policy. I don't know. I think Loretta just seized an opportunity. That's okay. I must have parked over there. Over here. Newspaper. Hate crimes, homicides, and kidnappings have nearly halved when compared to the last decade. I think it's safe to say that America is going through a new round of development, concluded the deputy prosecutor. Oh, this is Margaret. Margaret the onion lady. Oh no. Laura. Hey, Laura. Hello, Margaret. It's so good to see you. How long has it been since we last seen each other? Come to think of it, I ain't seen Walter around much either. Now, Margaret. You know better than that. How's he doing anyway? Why don't you tell me, you lying whore? Oh my god. Laura, you can't say that. The harlot. Wonderful. Margot, hurry up! It's busier than a blind dog in a meat house in here. Break's over. Move those hips, girl. Alright, I'm coming. Anyway, Loretta. Oh, the girls and I are gonna see a show on Saturday. You should come join us. And, I wanted to talk. Margot! Look, I'll stop by if I'm in the neighborhood. You don't mind, right? I gotta shoot. Margot! I'm keeping your tips. Alright, I'm coming for Christ's sake. Oh my gosh, Margot. That ginger bitch. Loretta. She plotting and planning. Advertisement. Fried onion rings, the best in town. I want some fried onion rings. Can we go in? I want to go to the diner. I lied, of course. I ain't no ornithologist. Never have been and never studied nowhere. Just a habitual lie I tell. I'm a working girl. I needed some way to survive when I moved to New York. I wanted to be a nurse, but failed the exams twice. I washed the tiles at diners, tried working as a waitress, tried working as a newspaper secretary, and believe it or not, even worked at a salon. I wouldn't say I enjoyed any of it, but work is work. I read an article about a female ornithologist once. She was on an expedition of some sort. I liked it. I even bought The Birds of America. Ain't much of a bird lover, though. Hard to love harbingers of disease. I've never known how to say that word. It was hotter than 6 shades of hell. I had the windows cracked all the way down and could feel the sun burning my skin through the windshield. A swarm of thoughts swirled in my mind, so I didn't notice that I was running out of gas. This old bag of bolts chugged 30 gallons to the mile, but Lady Luck smiled on me for the first time that day, and a gas station appeared out of the blue. Its concrete face rose from the middle of a cornfield, all cracked and worn like the wrinkled face of some old woman. Funny thing was, I can't say I'd ever seen that gas station before, even though this was the only road leading home. Alright, spooky gas station. I like onions too. Look at the steering. How is she driving? I didn't even see that she was she not holding the steering wheel? Is onion talk like book talk but for onion? Onion talk. Her hands are at 7 and 5. They're down here. Maybe that's how I drive. I feel like I do one hand or I do like bottom. Maybe that's how she was doing it. Booze. Feels like I drank more during the Prohibition than I did my entire life. Ain't touched a drink since I was 32. But with every day I spent living on the farm, I regretted that decision more and more. You didn't miss the entire Bloomin' Onion discussion. I'm so sorry. I'm so mad that I missed a Bloomin' Onion discussion. I love a Bloomin' Onion. Map of the USA. United States of America. All 48 of them available at a glance. Bell. We're all hungry for bloomin' onion now. That sounds really good. A rat poison. I rang the bell. How come no one's coming? A brochure? I'll take it. Travel by bus. Historic Boston at first sight. Oh, hello. Afternoon, ma'am. How's the day treating you? Could be better. It's too hot today. You ain't wrong there, ma'am. Almost 100 degrees out. Could you fill me up for $3, not $13? Oh my gosh, inflation. Sure thing. Anything else that I can get you? I don't even know what I want. Probably not. If you allow me, ma'am, I may have just the cure for what ails ya. You do? New and improved rat poison. Even contains its own secret formula. This sucker'll get rid of rats, mice, whatever's plaguing ya. Smells like almonds, too. Guaranteed to work. All for only $1.99. I don't think that... Bah, you know what? You look like a diligent housewife, ma'am. Why don't you take a sample? The station attendant is all for murder. On the house, just for you. Oh, well, I assure you, ma'am, you will not be disappointed. Okay. Rat poison. Sorry, Walter. Alright. We have like... Oh, let's block these. Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do on that one. Maybe I'm supposed to let them attack the mirror. Because before I had to click them to destroy them. Maybe this one's different? Free samples are the best. If she kills Walter with a free sample, that's some girl boss moves. Okay, hold on. What is that? What happens if it hits the mirror? Is it supposed to? Oh, fear? Fungal? Venom? Hope? Am I supposed to get rid of some of them, or am I supposed to let them go? Chance? Anger? Maybe the ones that are like bolded? Prime doesn't pay. Actually the sample was free. I am confusion. These like in between like puzzles are a little confusing. Not super intuitive. See, but this one's like bold, so maybe I hit this one. Fate, hope, fate. There we go. Okay. Me too, Loretta, me too. Ooh. Hi, Walt. It's hotter than the devil's armpit outside. No kidding, thought I was gonna melt. Ain't it a little early to be breaking out the wine? I think this is Walt talking. Or maybe this, I don't know. I feel like it didn't switch people. What are you smiling for? It's all done. What is? You mean you finished your book? Yep. But that's wonderful. Why didn't you? The publishers already gave me the green light. I sent them the initial chapters. I don't want to jinx anything before it's set in stone, but they're saying the folks from Metro Silver Meyer are interested. Might even turn it into a motion picture, they said. Just imagine, starring Clark Gable. I thought he quit acting. Then Harry Cooper, who cares? That's not the gosh darn point. Hollywood, Laura. You're right, I'm sorry. Oh, Walter, I'm so happy. Good for you. Good for you. Good for us, sweetheart. Can the wine wait a little? I'll get to fixing us a real nice supper. How's about you cook us up that steak you know I love? I honestly didn't expect it. For a moment, it felt as though everything could change. It was a flash of hope. I can add pepper or salt. Nilla, how are you doing? I found you on YouTube and thought I'd pop over and say hi. Loretta's such a good game. I'm having a good time so far. Welcome. I'm glad you found us and you're here. Welcome to the Found Nina on YouTube club. Let's add salt. We think salt? Okay, I'm adding salt. Walter publishes his novel, and we return to New York, to our apartment on 12th Avenue, just as if we never left, and life goes back to normal again. Dice the vegetables or chop the meat? Let's dice vegetables. But still, he'd made promises before. He'd already found another woman before I could start unpacking my damn suitcase. He's gambled us into the ground when we were already dirt poor. Why should I think any of that'll stop in New York? No, something deep inside me, something strange, had been triggered. And I couldn't stop it. Add poison? Add nothing. Do we do the poison? Do we kill him right now? I mean, if you have to ask. Add poison. Hey, how's it going? Ready. Coming right up. He's talking with his mouth full. This steak is delish. Thank you. Last time I ate this good was back in the Big Apple. You've barely touched your... I ain't hungry. Well, I ran into Margaret today. Let's just drink wine. Take a sip. So, does that mean we're going back now? We can finally pack our bags and run away from this place? He chomps loudly. Run away? From here? You're kidding, right? Why not? Come on, Lo. You can't run away from who you are. He spits out a half-chewed piece of carrot. You put too many carrots in this. Besides, the book ain't finished. It still needs editing. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. About what? About how different my life could have been. But it isn't. It's about to be. And that's why you chose to sue the grieving widow? I went to the bank today. Let's go with the bank route. Why didn't you tell me about your insurance policy? He continues to chew. You don't trust me one bit, do you? Walter, what did I do to deserve this? Why is everything we get always shrouded in mystery? Just figured it wasn't any of your concern. Besides, what if you ever decide to have me whacked, huh? Funny you should mention that. It was the publishing house's idea anyway. They didn't fill me in on the details. Yeah, what if? Listen, Walt. I know you blame me for what happened to John. He slams his fists into the table. Nice supper. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? Why'd you need to bring this shit up again? Why now? What is with you today? No, you're right. Let's just keep it bottled up inside. I'll hush. I'll be a good housewife. And you can keep effing around with that ginger slut. Then everyone will be happy. Enough. I'm not listening to this shit anymore. And if you must know, I do. I do blame you. Walt. Oh, finally. The brave man comes out and says it. I read the police You're such a hypocrite. Laura, I had no idea you could be so full of crap. I've read the... Walt? Oh no. Oh gosh. Murder? Question mark? Murder? Murder? Murderer. Loretta. She looks cute though. Are we doing the murdering now? We are doing the murdering. Look, we're gonna drag our husband out to the well. I mean fair. Down the well you go, Walt. I mean, at least he got his last bit of angry feelings out. Walter looks like he's trying to say something, but only the sound of gurgling can be heard, and he slowly chokes to death. I'm so sorry. This is your fault. Burn in hell, Walter. I mean, let's full send. Burn in hell. I must admit, I don't like it when people say honestly or to tell you the truth. It always gives the impression that they've been shamelessly lying to you till that point, but there's something transcendental about murder, something beyond our understanding, despite how regular and natural it seems. Otherwise, why else would anyone do it? Oh, don't accuse a woman of being a liar when she doesn't know how to be honest with herself. Stillborn, like my first child, like a poet who speaks no languages, like a deaf, blind, and mute person in the world of sound, color, and signs. I won't reach the truth with words. They can't give it shape. There is one truth I know, though. Walter is dead. Dead. You don't like people, do you? I didn't say that, but truth be told, I don't expect any good to come from them. Oh, a mask. Do you think people want to hurt you? I think we're wasting our time here. Why is that? Look, I know how this works. First, we look at some pictures together and have a nice little chat. Then tomorrow, you dig into my brain with a metal rod. You're exaggerating. How do you say that? Lusotomies have alleviated suffering for a great many people. In your case, however, I doubt it will be required. I'd like to believe that. Let's continue, shall we? Rat necklace, vagina, well. It looks like a beetle to me. A rat. All in heels, too. She did it in heels, in that cute dress. Interesting. What is? Your associative pattern. My husband calls them tricks. But it was he who brought you here, wasn't it? So pay attention. What is that? That's a splat. That's nothing. None of the above. A crow. Oh, to be one of the women in the 40s who didn't get instantly lobotomized. She slayed while she slayed. She did. Is something wrong? Yeah, these are just splotches. Ain't nothing to see in them. Whatever I do see is only my imagination. This ain't fair. I ain't done nothing wrong. Life isn't fair. At your age, it's high time you realize that. Oh, don't be so gloomy. How did that saying go? In Italy, under the rule of the Borgia, terror, murder, and bloodshed reigned. Yet it ended up giving birth to Michelangelo, Da Vinci, and the Renaissance. In Switzerland, brotherly love, democracy, and peace were established for 500 years. And do you know what they produced? The cuckoo clock. Onward. I woke up with an awful pain spreading through my whole body. It came in waves, like one blow after another. One eye was all swollen and watery. Felt like it was gonna burst. Hell, I wanted it to burst. Not that it helped none. No, the pain was focused somewhere else. When I opened my eyes, first thing I saw was a crooked, rusty nail sticking out of my foot. Went right through my own skin. Oh, because Walt didn't fix that step. So I tugged it free. Ew, son of a bitch. I was ready to howl, ready to scream at the top of my damn lungs. Best I could muster was a whimper, though. It was like the top of that metal nail was smiling up at me like a Cheshire cat. Okay, one more try. Stay calm. Breathe. Come on, Lo. Focus. Holy F. Shit. Goddamn porch. Goddamn nail. Why couldn't you hammer it in like I asked? The hell's wrong with you, Walter? Trying to make it easier for me to finish you off? Hell, why am I even asking you? Ain't like you ever knew which end of a hammer to use anyway. This is some wicked irony, alright. Oh lord, I can see rust stuck in the wound. Ew! Damn. Ugh, ain't no time to dwell on that now. Alright, one more time. Again, come on! Ew. Ew, 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 ew. I hope she's up to date on her tetanus shot. I hope so. Oh. The gaping wound stared back at me, an awful blood-red gash. Last night felt like a bad dream, about to fade into memory, but still, my ripped-up muddy dress, my aching leg, the puddle of my own vomit, they all suggested otherwise. I need to get rid of those reminders as soon as I can. Oh no. I'm gonna be sick. Oh, Loretta. Ugh. Her dress! It's all ripped up. Oh, don't step in your own vomit. Oh my gosh. Leftovers from yesterday's supper. See if I can find something to clean that with. Reminder of last night. What a mess. Clean up. Let's clean up the crime scene. Gramophone. Turn off the music. Man, I think we should go take a nap. Oh, maybe a shower, a bath? Can we take a quick little bath? Top cabinet. Bingo. I knew you were in here somewhere. They expired. A long time ago, too. Should I take them anyway? No, they're expired. Just put them back. Put them back. No, Loretta, you need to look after yourself. Now more than ever. Yeah, don't take that. I want to get her, like, a bath. Clean up. Change. Gotta take off this dress first. I'll think about the rest later. Okay. Wardrobe. Change. That's better. Now my murder dress is off. Now to get rid of this dress. Okay, ripped dress. Who the hell could that be? Margaret! Oh, no! You look like you've seen better days. What happened? Mind calling out Walter for me? He's out back. In the well. What do you need him for? Walt and I were supposed to see each other today. But he never showed. When he didn't show up, I don't know how to say it, but if Walter's good at anything, it's leaving women. Wait, you know? About you and Walter? You think I'm blind, Margaret? Get off my property. You know what, Margaret? I don't even want to see your stupid red face or your cheap dress round here anymore. Huh? What are you, deaf? Laura, what? Or maybe your mama dropped you when you were a baby. How dare you? Walter? Walter, you in there? Don't bother, whore. He won't hear you. You bitch, the hell are you up to? Get off my property, you goddamn hick. Oh my god, Loretta. And stay off. Things didn't go all that well with Margaret. I may have felt a little better in the end, but it was clear the dumb bitch wasn't about to drop the issue. Well, she should at least keep her distance. For now, anyway. I was about to put Margaret in the well, too. Laura, maybe don't incriminate yourself. Margot, get gone. Alright, now for the manuscript. It ought to be in the study. What in the Sam Hill? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. The kitchen? There's room in the well. We could just start stacking up the well, you know? What is the poison doing here? Hide the poison! Leaves a pleasant almond scent. He wasn't lying. At least it smells good in here. What is the noise? Check the basement. Why is it so dark in here? My foot hurts. Where's that sound coming from? Where's the lamp? Smells wretched as all get out down here. pipe's making weird noises again. This ain't the first time, but Walter would usually take care of it. Today just ain't my day. There's a dead bird. A dead bird, huh? Rats must have been having supper. Portrait. Remove the fabric. A portrait of Walter's mother, Edna. It's covered in dust. Glass jar. A tag on the jar says chicory root. It's a decent coffee substitute when you're out of money. I don't know where this hole came from or where it leads, but I ain't in any hurry to find out. A steel bar. Give it a whack? Keep your hands clean. Give it a whack. Is this helping? Phew, that should do it. Oh, I fixed it. Independent woman. Uh-oh. Why did we zoom in? Relax, Laura. It's just your imagination is all. Okay. The storm destroyed several power lines yesterday. Dozens were left without power. Authorities are reminding citizens to beware of looters. In other news... Okay. At least, like, the news report isn't, like, Walter's missing. I need to find the manuscript first. Oh, yeah, let's go do that. Edna sees all. Oh my gosh, what if Edna's haunting us? Phone. Ain't no one worth calling. Alright. Where is... Oh, just stepping in my vomit again. Hold on. Gotta find the manuscript. I rarely stepped foot into Walter's study. Everything here is just as it was yesterday. An open bottle of bourbon and that old beat-up typewriter. Sheets of paper tied with a ribbon lie next to it. Chapters of Straw Bull. The rest of the manuscript should be in the safe. An open envelope lay next to it. It's an informal letter, an unofficial-looking paper, certified by his secretary. Dear Mr. Harris, Walter, the bull is positively sensational, although I do believe we should give the title some consideration. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this is your best work yet, and I'm only halfway through reading it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I already spoke to Thompson at MCM, and they want to talk. I'm very glad that you are back in business, my friend. Send me the rest as soon as it's ready. The contracts are drafted. There's just a couple of formalities left. P.S. I already ordered the cover designs. You're gonna love them. Sincerely, Jerry. Okay, take the letter out. They are waiting. Details have been negotiated. Contract signed. They just need a little push was all. I made myself comfortable in the leather desk chair, adjusted the carriage, and began typing. Dear Mr. Schaefer, I regret to inform you that my husband, Walter Harris, has gone missing. It's possible something may have happened to him, or perhaps he simply ran out on his love-deprived wife. His reasoning is beyond me. I am writing because you were interested in Walter's latest manuscript, Straw Bull. By coincidence, the manuscript currently sits in my possession. The original. There are no copies. Mr. Schaefer, I assume that you are a busy man, so I'll cut to the chase. As far as I know, your company has taken out a life insurance policy on Walter. Due to this extraordinary development, I must ask that you send a check with the amount applicable in the event of his passing if you wish to see this manuscript in its entirety. Despite my disagreements with Walter, I am convinced that readers and fans of his talent should not be deprived of his latest masterpiece. I will send the manuscript the day the check is received, as I understand that is rightfully belongs to you and your firm, which has done so much for our family. Yours faithfully, Loretta Lou Harris. Oh my gosh. She's acting so suspicious. She really is. She's like, he went missing. Nothing bad has happened, but if something did happen, you're gonna have to send me the money. Loretta. Lick the envelope. All done. Now I just gotta wait. Oh, I see the steering wheel now. She's driving like this. The pain in my leg was getting worse, so on my way to the post office, I decided to stop at the gas station again. But something wasn't right. The gas station looked different that day, kind of like something was missing. In that same vein, I was seeing everything in a brand new light, kind of like looking through a cracked microscope glass or something. Although I ain't ever looked through a microscope in my entire life. Crimes. She's definitely not doing herself any favors. I thought we were covering up the crime, but then she wrote that letter, and now I don't know. Dear Mr. Publisher, I'm incredibly guilty. Signed, Loretta. Who are you? Ma'am? Are you the owner here? Yes, ma'am. Where'd the other man go? What other man? The skinny one. You must be mistaken, ma'am. I'm the only one working here. Need some gas, ma'am? Actually, you got any painkillers here? No, ma'am. This ain't no drugstore. Then I'll just take a bottle of whiskey. Cheapest you got. Hey. My name is William Henry Carter. I've been this county's sheriff for the last 3 years. Early in the morning of August 12, 1947, I got a call from the Harris farm. Mrs. Harris claimed that her husband, Mr. Harris, had gone missing. Suspicious? How old is Walter, ma'am? 45. How long have the two of you been married? 16 years. Has he... The sheriff chokes back the urge to vomit. For the sake of decency, Loretta pretends not to notice. Pardon me, has Walter gone missing before? No. This would be the first time. Hot damn. The hangovers get worse every time. Feels like my head's about to explode. Well, you did throw back 2 full bottles by yourself. What did you expect? Not 1 bottle, not a bottle and a half. 2 bottles, Bill. I wonder if she can smell the booze on my breath. What am I saying? Of course she does, jackass. Women always smell this shit. You're in deep trouble now, Bill. 2 bottles, Bill? When was the last time you saw Walter? Does Walter have any distinguishing features? When was the last time you saw him? When exactly did you notice that Walter was missing, ma'am? Yesterday morning. I thought he'd gone to the city at first, but the car was still parked by the house. Then evening rolls around and he still ain't back. So I called you today. Oh, dirty shovel. Is that the dirt? I thought this was vomit this whole time. Maybe it's the dirt from the shovel. It's all clear as day. Or is it? Something ain't right. You really need this right now? You'd better sleep it off in the car. Give it a couple hours at least. There's always the hair of the dog. Nah, I'll just grab a bowl of soup or something. But now ain't the time for pondering soup. It's always time to ponder soup. What are you staring at me like that for, sweetheart? You think finding a missing person's a piece of cake, expecting me to pull him out of my hat or something? As if you could stand to carry a couple of city slickers around. Only thing you're good for, Bill, is lugging around a hip flask. Well, to hell with all that. Strange stain. Oh, maybe it is the vomit stain. What is that? A stain. Can't quite tell what it was. This house has seen better days, that's for sure. Got an odd smell to it, too. Better not puke in front of her. Catch you by surprise there, sunshine? This ain't a house, it's a shack. That must be why the guy took off. But look who's talking. You live in a trailer, you jackass. Bill's inner monologue. You used to be a pilot, a hero. Why is he having an existential crisis in the living room right now? The dining room. Where are all the heroics now, Billy boy? Drowned in hooch is where they are. Ugh, maybe I should ask her for a painkiller. Nah, better not. It's okay, I don't have painkillers, I only have more booze. Loretta Harris. Loretta's standing there, arms folded, staring you down like she's fixing to ask you a question, or simply challenge your authority. What a dish, though. Younger than you, but not by much, I reckon. And she's got a great ass to boot. Bill, get out of my house. So, a writer, huh? Can you say you're surprised, Bill? A loser like you could never score a dame like her. Oh no, poor him.
That is in the butt bank.
Loretta can go in the butt bank. Got a queer look in her eyes, though. Figures, considering her man just took off. Poor gal. Do your children live with you? Was Walter acting suspiciously before his disappearance? Tell me, ma'am. Was Walter acting strange at all? Did he do anything unusual before he disappeared? No, sir. Nothing that comes to mind. Do your children live with you? Ain't got no children. So everyone thinks she's got a great booty. It's all consistent. Loretta is great looking. No children. No husband. No job. If you're not careful, you'll be 3 for 3 yourself, you dumb drunk. Bill, now is not the time. Got no kids, nor any wife to speak of neither. What about Maggie, though? Nah, Maggie's a different type of broad. Alright, cowboys, straighten your brain. Just a couple more questions, then we can wrap up this sideshow. Did Walter have any health conditions? You trying to imply he's crazy? Well, no, sir, my husband's in his right mind. Was he in the military? Yes, he was, but he never did like talking about it. Said he spent 2 years on a boat, somewhere out in the Philippines, writing propaganda. At least that's my understanding of it. You know, pamphlets about Hitler, Hirohito, and the like. I chose not to pry any deeper than that. I see. Study? Oh, the study. Bill's internal monologue sounds exhausting. He's really beating himself up. He's like, man, I don't have a wife and kids. But anyway, I should probably find this missing man. So this is Walter's study. Yeah, he spends most of his day in here. The sheriff sniffs. Has anything changed since he went missing? Hard to say. What about family? My family? No, ma'am, your husband's. Ah, well, he has a sister over in New York City. Can't say we've been all that close. Don't suppose you have her number? I'm afraid I do not. The sheriff's mouth curves into a deep frown. May I ask what happened to your leg? Oh, I just scratched it is all? Would you like something to drink? I just scratched it. I caught it on a nail, but it ain't nothing serious. Ouch. You might want to go see a doctor about that anyway, ma'am. Tetanus is no laughing matter. Lots of folks die from it. I'll get right on that, Sheriff. Did Walter take anything with him when he left? A photo or maybe a postcard? Do you know if anything's missing from the safe? Oh, no. Walter keeps his manuscripts in there. He didn't take those with him? I ain't sure. Don't know the combination. Did Walter keep any extensive correspondence with anyone? Any that you're aware of, at least? Or maybe someone you just learned of recently? Well, Walter spoke with his publisher, of course. Probably to some other writers as well. And his old war buddies, most likely. Mind if I take a look at the letter? This one? I'd rather read them myself if you don't mind. Stick the open letter in his... stick the letter opener in his throat? I mean, we're on a roll. Or pass him an envelope. What happens if we stab him? Well, that was a dumb mistake. The sheriff saw it coming clear as day.
Anything's legal.
He is a cop. Before the beautiful letter opener that Walter had thoughtfully brought back from the Philippines could get anywhere near that drunk's throat, he shot 2 bullets through the back of my skull. My last thought, right before my brains were smeared across the wall, was about how much I hated that awful gaudy wallpaper. And I mean hated. Anyway, the crystal castle has shattered and the sands of time are spilling out. I'm coming, Walter. It was pretty quick to the trigger, yeah. He's like, you know what? No. Don't have time for that. Guess the booze didn't slow down those war hero reflexes. Yeah, we asked about if he took anything with him. We don't know the combination of the safe. Okay, the letter. I'm just gonna pass him the envelope this time and not try to kill him. Maybe that'll work. The sheriff carefully studies the envelope. You should read them. Might offer you some clarity. The yard. Oh gosh, please don't look in the well. All right, Mrs. Harris, I'll be frank. The chances of us finding Walter are pretty slim. It's more likely that he'll reappear by himself when he's ready. I have to admit, this sort of thing happens from time to time. Sometimes folks just get a little overwhelmed. They run away from debts, creditors, wives, without realizing they can't ever run away from themselves. Well, I appreciate your wisdom, Sheriff. But what happens now? I'll get to contacting the local precincts in the meantime. Then the nearest hospitals, the morgue. It's a big country. Your husband could be anywhere. Ma'am, forgive me, I know this is a difficult subject, but I have to ask. Did you and Walt have any fights before he went missing? Things have been pretty rocky. I'll be honest. You know, I think Walter and I might have gone to the same school. Only got one school around here, so it ain't all that surprising. Was there anyone else he was in contact with around here? Any friends or neighbors? Enemies even? Someone I could talk to? No, sir. At least not that I'm aware of. Does that thing still work, by the way? What? The well behind you there. Does the well work? It's all dried up. Or it's better than ever. No, it's dried up. Mind if I take a look? Damn it. Please don't take a look. Honestly, if I were Loretta, I would have buried Walter 10 feet out in the middle of the field and covered up the tracks. Better than feeding him to a well where he'll eventually rot. She didn't fully think that through, I feel. Definitely could have dragged him out into the middle of the wheat. Push him in. Please, Sheriff, take a look. Sure is dark. I wonder how deep it goes. You know, if you ain't using it, then that'd be grounds for getting fined. You better ask someone to board... Wait, what's that? Oh shit. Is that a rat? No, that's Walter. That was so rude of you. Sure is a meaty one. Look at that. He's trying to climb his way out. That fella's braver than all get out. Suckers breed faster than rabbits. So I'd recommend buying some rat poison or something. Don't worry, I got a free sample. Honestly, got yourself a right nest down there. You got anyone around that can help you, ma'am? I can send my boys to you if you don't. They'll board it up for you in no time. Thank you, Sheriff. I can handle it myself. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we're closing it up. Let's close up the well. Man, Walter doesn't need to see this guy. Mind if I smoke? Go right ahead. This is a mistake in my opinion. You think so? Life's dealt me a bad... Sorry. That and I just ain't been playing them right, I don't know. Everybody's got problems. It's all about how we respond to them. Don't give me that. I shouldn't need to remind you the war is over. Men shot each other, stabbed each other, killed each other, and for what? Men aren't the only ones who fight in wars. No, but it's the men who start in them. Have you ever heard of the Chinese ruler Wu Zetian? Should I? There's no such thing as wrongdoing, Loretta. Only doing. Anyway, how are you feeling in general? Honestly, pretty good. We're going to confirm that now. Please concentrate. Concentrate? I feel like the world has changed too fast, and I don't feel safe. I mean, I don't know what I mean anymore. Let's continue. Does it matter which ones I'm picking? That splat specifically. Don't let what I did fool you. I'm a good person. Well, an ordinary person, but people sure love labeling things. Smart folk always have the simple answers. It's so easy to trip yourself up once. Way easier than you think. Easier than a round of gin rummy, or getting your hands on a pair of nylon stockings. It's very convenient, too. What do you mean by that? Well, it's tempting to commit an unforgivable act, then revel in self-pity, making excuses for the rest of your life. Now, don't you start with that. Have you ever heard the saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I think that's exactly what you chose not to do. Ooh, a puzzle. Well, they're moving around. Hold on. I feel like that needs to go there. Like leg, then the heads. And we got some splotchy bits. Uh-huh. This one. There we go. Beautiful. A call from New York for Mr. Harris? Connect us. You think you can blackmail us, toots? Not the toots. Blackmail? Well, sure, if that's what you want to call it. But since I'm the one who owns the manuscript, I think it'd be more appropriate to call it reimbursement. Or maybe compensation for the presumed widow of a talented writer. You could even print that on the dust jacket. Where's Harris? Listen here, lady, nobody messes with Jerry Schaefer. I hung up, but he'll call again. Make no mistake. People like Schaefer never miss an opportunity for profit, even if it means exchanging sweet pleasantries for threats. But that still leaves me with a problem. The safe combination. I searched the whole damn house for a clue, a note, anything. But it looks like old Walter. Old fuddy-duddy Walter, who by supper would always have forgotten what he ate for breakfast, or sometimes mixed up his left or for right. That same lying bastard Walter only ever kept the combination in that good-for-nothing brain of his. I tried his birthday, our wedding anniversary, his mother's birthday, and even the date of his first publication. Nothing worked. You must have written the combination down somewhere, Walter. You're a writer, you wrote everything down. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Bookshelf. Crime and Punishment. Never heard of it. A key, though. There's a key hidden in the book. It ought to open one of the doors in this house. No clue which one, though. Maybe Walt's parents' bedroom? Maybe. That's the only door that I could see was locked. A letter from Kelly. This is the letter we read before, yeah? Things have been pretty crazy recently. You know how it is. Did you finish your novel? I think you did. Yeah, this is the thing we pulled out of the mail before. Is the safe combination something to do with Margaret or the kids they lost? Maybe. See, I was thinking the birth certificate has a date on it, so maybe that's it. But maybe Margaret has something to do with it. A letter from Walter's publisher. That's the... Yeah. So we've read both the letters. Drawer. Nothing interesting here, except for a cigar club? I ain't never seen Walter smoke a cigar. There's an address on it, 11 Rainwood Street. Must be in the city. I could pay a visit, when I get the time, of course. Okay. Might hit up the cigar club. Bureau. Ticket stubs, scripted papers, a lighter. Horse racing? Only Walter could find a racetrack out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it has something to do with that. I can't get the manuscript until I figure out the combination. No matter what I try, nothing seems to work. Can I leave? The key from the book fits. Heavens to, what's that smell? I gotta open a window or something. It's that onion smell. Wardrobe. Empty. What is this place? An old suitcase? The suitcase is bound tightly with twine. I can't break through it with my bare hands. Wilted flowers? The flowers are all dried up. Old newspaper. Discharged man shoots parents. Guggenheim warehouse fire. Ransom paid but child not found. Olsen family offer reward. I remember this case. Someone kidnapped the daughter of some hoity-toity oil tycoon. And we got skizzers. Okay. Open the suitcase. A strange photograph. Look closer. There's a key here. It looks like the kind used to open a safety deposit box. But where? Somewhere in the city? What the hell, Walter? What else are you hiding from me? The day promised to be eventful. And not just because of the secrets of Walter's past. I still needed to open that goddamn safe, but I was plumb out of ideas. I considered throwing it out the window, but there was no way that thing was gonna budge. I won't get that check without the manuscript. Is there some way to just airmail the whole safe to Schaefer? I needed to come up with something, and fast, so I decided to head into the city. To the city. Bus depot? Address from the Matchbox or the hardware store. Let's go to the Matchbox, the cigar club. Try that. What can I get you? Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the Koopa Cigar Club. Is this the place? What, can't you read? Look at the sign, lady. This is a bar. We don't sell cigars here, only drinks. So I suggest you either order one or take a hike. Well, that was rude. Cigarette vending machine? I quit smoking a long time ago, though I've been regretting it more and more lately. Well, that bartender seems like a totally well-adjusted individual. I shouldn't bother him if I don't plan on ordering anything. Excuse me. Don't suppose you know where I can find the Koopa Cigar Club? Cigar Club? You're looking at it, babe. But it was shut down a year, maybe 2 years ago. All's left of it now is this shithole. The bartender looks over, displeased. Where do you think you are, the Ritz or something? The bartender looks away, even more displeased. A year or two? Why is a pretty dame like you looking for a cigar club anyway? Here, why don't I buy you a drink instead? Thanks, but I'm in a hurry. Of course you are. I don't understand. This ain't making any sense. Let me take another look at the matchbox. The address is right, but there's no way these matches are 2 years old. Hey, there's a phone number on the other side. Why didn't we flip it over earlier? Was this written with a ballpoint pen? Must be recent then. How the hell did I miss this? That's what I'm saying. I could call the number, but what good will that do if the club really did close a couple years ago? Maybe that loser got it wrong? I should find a phone. Mind if I use your phone? The bartender sighs heavily. It's out back, by the John. Okay. Fine. Let's go to the bathroom. It smells like piss in here. Ew. And Lord knows what else. This is what the boys' bathroom looks like. Ew. Ew. Sir, plenty of bars sell cigars. I mean, he was kind of rude to us. Have we encountered our daily game trauma yet, or still in the honeymoon phase? We murdered our husband. Is that traumatic? I don't know, maybe. I'm still in the honeymoon phase with Loretta. Call home, call the number on the matchbox, label it as matchbox. Pissing all alone, handsome. Call the number on the matchbox. Can I not? Call home. Oh, call home. Nah, no point in doing that. I know there ain't anyone home. So then call the number on the matchbox. There. I don't know why it wouldn't let me click it. What in the world? It's you. I know who you are. You shouldn't have dialed this number. Who are you? Do I know you? We'll be seeing each other soon. Demons? Okay. I don't think this game ever hit cozy, just murder. It was murder right off the bat, for sure. Bus depot. Wee woo, wee woo. I did not like that. If this key really belongs to the bus depot, then it must open one of the lockers here. Okay. Old poster. Buy US savings bonds and stamps. Bus depot? Some drunk's fallen asleep right next to the locker I need to get into. Wake him up. Excuse me, could you move a little? The bum gurgles something unintelligible. Well, that's just perfect. How do I get rid of him now? He reeks of booze. Maybe a fresh bottle will get him to move. I don't have a fresh bottle. Alright, I need to get you some booze. Demons have a landline? I guess they do. Go to the hardware store. It's 1-666-6969 for all your demon contract needs. Ma'am, I already told you to open a safe, and I mean any safe. Though I can't say for sure which one you have. An old one. Well, old or new, I need either a very good locksmith or a very good thief. Precisely, and I'm afraid I'm neither. All I sell is doorknobs and fasteners, ma'am. What a waste of time. Let me go to the bar and grab a drink for the sleepy drunk. And then he'll move and we can get into the lockers. Bartender? A bottle of liquor, please. Cheapest you got. Oh, has the lady finally decided to have some fun? Don't ask. Well, you have a lovely evening. I just bought a whole bottle? Okay. There we go. Back to the bus depot. Just made me a shrimp taco bowl. Thank you all for the inspo. That sounds so good. I really do think I'm gonna have some shrimp tacos later. I got some booze. Hey, pal. Got a bottle of something you might like. Look, just move over, would you? Thank God that worked. Luggage storage. There's some kind of parcel here. I don't get it, Walt. What does all this mean? I should wait till I get home to open it. Hey, who the hell are you? Then said he unto me, prophecy unto the wind, prophecy, son of man. And say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Why did he grab us like that? Home sweet home. We're not gonna address that? Personal space. On my way home, I got to thinking, maybe I just made a mistake. The man on the other end of that wire could have been anyone. An old friend, a comrade in arms, or some other failed writer. It was amazing how after Walt's death, I was starting to learn so much about him. If only he actually got to know us in life. We're getting to know him in death. Way more than what I knew of him while he was still alive. Things that were obviously private. Things he didn't want to share with his own wife. Then suddenly, the engine overheated. Goddamn bucket of bolts. Lord, what did I do to deserve this? Who am I kidding? You know perfectly well, Loretta, what you did to deserve this. What have I done wrong in life? My gosh. So I walked. Good thing the house was only half a mile away. I noticed the luxurious white car right away, parked by my front porch. I'd never seen a car quite like it. Some old man with a cane was standing next to it, and something deep in my gut told me nothing good was gonna come from this meeting. Look at that man. How's spooky time going? It's kind of not as spooky in the way that I thought it was gonna be spooky. We're a murderer. We are the spooky. But also we have phone calls with demons, so that's cool too. Can I help you? Go call out your husband, sweetheart. I'd like to speak to the property owner. I'm the property owner. Well, that explains it. What are you needing all this land for anyway? Who are you? You can't just come to my house and ask me all these questions. Who's asking? Name's Peter Solomon Morgan Jr., but y'all can call me Mr. Morgan. I own the land down southeast of here, which means I have the misfortune of being your neighbor. What's that supposed to mean? Come take a look. Morgan's hand. See this? The whole lot's rotten. Ain't even worth feeding to the livestock. Thank you kindly for showing me some dirt. But I fail to see how this has anything to do with me. Fail to see, do ya? Morgan's old face turns purple with anger. 50 acres of fertile land reduced to nothing but horse shit. My sincere congratulations, so what? And that has what to do with me? I hired a specialist. Through his investigating, he concluded that drainage installed on your property is wrecking my crops. I was looking to have a conversation with the real property owner, you know, resolve the issue peaceful-like, but I guess that just ain't on the cards. I don't give a damn about your land, old-timer. Listen hard, you goddamn Okie. Let go of me, you asshole. If Phillips or someone else is paying you to pull this shit, or this is your own harebrained attempt at sabotage, Lord help me, I'll drag your ass through the muck myself if I have to, you hear me? F off, pig. What's going on here? Oh, thank goodness the sheriff is here. Howdy, Bill. You doing all right there, Mrs. Harris? Yeah. Mr. Morgan was just leaving. Mr. Morgan huffs and haws. Yeah, I'm going, but this ain't over. I'll be seeing you in court, Mrs. Harris. Whatever, you old fart. Your hand okay? I saw your car out there on the road. Figured I'd come see if everything's okay. What was old Bill wanting? Old Bill? That was Mr. Morgan. Wish I knew, Sheriff. Wish I knew. Morgan's grip was surprisingly strong for an old man and left a bruise. The sheriff made himself scarce before long. He came asking the same questions, but he had them written down in a notebook this time, and didn't reek of booze. Good for him. Still, I don't think he suspects me. He seems more focused on Walter's past. He's an ornery one. That old donkey, I'll say. Ought to learn to keep his hands to himself. Got any news on Walter, Sheriff? Actually, yes. Uh-oh. I was talking to New York and found out something rather strange. Tell me. You ever heard of an Irving Wallace? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. Well, it sounds like Walter and Irving did time together. Walter did time? No way. That's what I thought. But when? Why? In the early 20s, but I don't know why. That ain't much left from the pre-war archives. Walter obviously used this to his benefit, and kept his little vacation a secret. I told y'all he's in the mafia. You called it. Crimes. This is more than just a secret. Don't get me wrong, ma'am. Everyone makes mistakes. Far as I can tell, Walter was a dignified man. Wish I could say the same about the Wallace character, though. Who is he? He made a killing during the Prohibition, but his fortune wasn't big enough to attract unnecessary attention. Then he got his business legalized and went into publishing. Even bought a stake in the local newspaper. Either way, he's bad news, but no charges have been brought against him yet. Strange thing is, well, my guess is Walter and Irving have stayed in touch to this day. I don't mean to scare you, ma'am, but Wallace might be connected to your husband's disappearance. Oh no! You should arrest him. You should find him and arrest him. Definitely, you do that. What's in the box, by the way? It's a parcel from my brother in Oakland. More junk from New York, mail just arrived. Yeah. Thought it might be from Walter. Anyway, ma'am, I'll keep you informed. Let me know if anything happens in the meantime. Like what, Sheriff? People like Wallace are extremely dangerous, so I'd like to ask you to stay vigilant till we figure this all out. Do take care now. Thanks, Sheriff. What have you been up to, Walt? I must admit, Morgan's visit came as something of a surprise. I'd no idea what that old man wanted with me. Walter was the one who handled the land, not me. Any knowledge I might have had was extremely vague. I could probably figure it out if I really put my mind to it. But on the other hand, who the hell cares? I'll be long gone the minute I get that check. I'll never have to see this house, this land, or Morgan ever again. I wasn't sure what to do next. Ask about the property boundaries, leave it to chance? Ask about the property boundaries. So, Mrs. Harris, what can I help you with? I'm just looking to learn about the extent of my property and where the border between my land and Mr. Morgan's lies. Alrighty, if you'll kindly take a look right here, this is your property. This is the property that, as I understand it, belongs to the bank. It's all ours? If the paperwork's anything to go by, then yes. Now, here is where your property ends and Mr. Morgan's begins, as well as here, 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 and here. I'll need another set of plans I get the idea. So, Mr. Morgan's rolling in money. You could say that. You could say that. Don't tell me y'all are at odds about something. Well, oh, Mrs. Harris, you'd be better off giving him what he wants. Bargain a little, for decency's sake. But come to an agreement nonetheless. Believe me, it's pointless going to court with people like him. I appreciate the advice. My pleasure. Oh, can I ask one last thing? Is it possible that there may be some drainage under my property that leads to Morgan's? Which, in some way unknown to me, might be affecting his crops? That's hard to tell, Mrs. Harris. It'll depend on the history of the site, what was standing there before, groundwater lines, previous owners, and such. I can try and look it up for you if you'd like. The records must be in the archive somewhere. So long as it ain't any trouble. Not at all, ma'am. It's my job. Just leave me a telephone number and I'll get in touch as soon as I find anything. Oh, thank you. I didn't think it really mattered at first, but at night, for some reason, I started to feel like something around me had changed. It was small, almost invisible. I began to wander through the rundown old house, finding my way into corners I didn't even know existed, and then Kelly arrived. I forgot to mention, Walter had a daughter from a previous marriage, Kelly. As she'd promised in the letter, Kelly came up with her boyfriend, Mickey. Now, I'd only met Kelly a couple times. First time was when she was still a little girl. She was living with her mama somewhere in New Jersey, but then her mama succumbed to skeletal tuberculosis and passed away. Got no idea where Kelly found that joker Mickey. It was easy to tell from just a glance that he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, Kelly was a fine enough girl, pretty as a peach. She had thick brown hair, big old doe eyes, a healthy tan, big hips, and a nice behind. What more could you ask for? Imagine the vulgarity of Mae West in a play by Karl Heinrich Ulrichs. Mickey's actually short for Michelangelo. He's some Italian kid from Jersey. At just 23 or maybe 24 years old, he was big enough to fill a doorway. And I mean, he was huge. Black hair, all shiny with either grease or brilliantine. muscles bulging under his copper skin. I had no idea what he did for a living. I think maybe he served in the Navy before getting kicked out. Either way, didn't seem like things were going well for either of them. Like any young girl whose daddy walks out on the family, I think it's safe to assume Kelly despised her father. So why would a girl abandoned by her daddy drag her boyfriend across the country to see him? Folks on the outside looking in just wouldn't understand, but I did. Oh, I knew right from the start. Where's Daddy? Since they were too tired from the road, I was able to stall them with a dumb lie. At that point, all they wanted was to bathe and get some sleep. So I used the time to get my story straight. Your father abandoned me too, hun. Gathered his belongings and took off like the wind. The plan was to appeal to the sympathy of a fellow woman by drawing comparisons to Kelly's mother and squeezing any drop of sentimentality out of her that I could. But I knew it was never gonna work. To Kelly, I'll always be the bitch who ruined her parents' marriage. Heck, she probably blames me for her mother's passing. And I can't really fault her for that. I put them in the guest bedroom. In the room that Douglas Harris had once used separately from his wife, his granddaughter now slept. With Mickey. Not that they were actually sleeping. Out in the hallway in the stillness of the night, I could hear Kelly breathing, along with her not-so-muffled sighs. The creaking of old floorboards and iron bed springs, they'd long forgotten the warmth of human bodies. Bouncing to the beat of Mickey's bestial momentum. What a way to put that. Truth be told, I felt myself blush in something awful. Until finally, it all quietened down, and I tried to get to sleep. Boinking in a guest bedroom? Oh god. Ew, what is this fleshy thing? Oh, we're putting a bottle to him? Okay. That piece. Not boinking in the guest bedroom. We were like, you know what? Your father walked out on me. I'm abandoned now. Please enjoy this guest bedroom for whatever activities you'd like to enjoy. We're out in the wheat. Okay. Where are we going? Oh. Hello? Oh, good lord. Walter. Hi, honey. What you doing? You don't look so good. I don't blame you, given the circumstances. Oh, don't give me that face, please. Listen, I need the combination for the safe, Walter. Say something. Come on, normally I can't get you to shut up. I mean, I couldn't. I wanted to tell you so much, you know. And what was tormenting me, burning me up on the inside. And now that you're finally quiet enough to listen, I don't know what to say. Kelly's here. Her boyfriend's pretty lousy in my opinion. Just some loser. And a dumb one at that. But that's just my first impression. We know how deceiving those can be. You forgot. Look. There. In the basement. What do you mean? Walt? In the basement? Walter really is Samara from The Ring. It's a very realistic scarecrow. Almost looks like my dead husband. Okay. Let's go to the basement. Oh, a book. Falling asleep's been a struggle recently, and I've taken to reading Walter's books. Don't matter which. They all send me to sleep right away. Whoa. What was that? Hurricane. It's raining again. We all saw that, right? That was spooky. Nope. Hell no. No, thank you. Oh, there's a rat! And a puddle. A puddle. Looks like the roof's leaking. Oh no. Can I go in here? Should I go into the... Move away from the door or enter? Enter. Lord, what's gotten into you, Loretta? I'd like to go home, please. I think not. Alright. Go to the bathroom. Sink. A fuse. What's it lying in the sink for? I hope it didn't get wet. Okay. We have a fuse. Let's go downstairs. I'm scared of the windows now, like something's gonna pop out. Clock. Oh. I don't know what that was. We zoomed in on the clock. Nothing else. Just taking like an evening stroll. Just burn the place down and move back to New York. I know. Looks like the clock stopped. Oh. I'm not going anywhere. What, we don't want to go frolic in the wheat? Some creaky floorboards. Another fuse. One more. That'll do it. That'll do what, Loretta? Where are we taking the fuses? I'm assuming to the basement, but I want to make sure I look at everything. It's raining pitchforks, and I'm wearing a nightie. Can't go outside. Alright, let's head down to the basement, because that seems like a fun nighttime activity. Let's go. It ain't right. This is not the basement that I know. It's getting a little too spooky now. A little bit. Lever? Apparently the lever moves the elevator, but it ain't got any power. Well, good thing I got fuses. Alright, we stuck the fuses in the fuse box. And pull the lever. Let's go into this demon elevator because I can't imagine anything bad happening. Why did we voluntarily do that? An elevator to hell, I presume. Well, hell looks nice this time of year. I'll be damned. This is swanky. Just cold ashes. Tropic of Cancer. Hello, sir. Good evening, madam. Evening. Are you alone? We all are. Loretta, what? What's going on in there? Private soiree. Invitation only. May I see yours? Well, darn. Looks like I went and left mine in another dress. That's quite all right, miss. I think someone is expecting you. Expecting me? Who could that be? Why don't you come in and find out? Sounds tempting, but I don't think my dress suits the occasion. Come now, you look gorgeous, if I may be so bold. A cigarette, miss? I'm Mrs., actually, and I quit a few years back. Who am I kidding? That don't matter now. Just so you know, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. Whatever you say. Got a light? Loretta draws deeply on the cigarette. Forgot how much I enjoyed that. One shouldn't deny themselves pleasure. Don't disagree with you there. It's pretty nice here. I'm getting a strange feeling, like I've been here before. Of course, madam. We only serve those with memberships here. If you don't mind me asking, what will you do about the girl and the degenerate? Beg your pardon? What has started should be finished, Loretta. If you were me, what would you do? I'm afraid I'm not you, madam. Each man is the architect of his own fate, but I am deeply convinced that you know what needs to be done. Of course I do. Is anyone gonna pick up the phone? I believe it is for you. Oh, excuse me. Sassy Chef, how are you? Hello, hello. Doorman is a barefoot guy. We're just out here, bare feet, nighty. Told us we were a looker. Hello? Demons. Are we on drugs? I feel like we're on drugs. What in the... Oh, this can't be happening. What is this? Newspaper. I recognize this tune. I've heard it somewhere before. Bottle of wine. The wine bottle fell off the table. Its contents spread and seeped into the cracks of the floorboards like blood. Seeped? Obituary. Vivian O'Hara was an ornithologist who dedicated her life to the study of beautiful creatures. Returning from an expedition to the island of Mauritius, Mrs. O'Hara tragically died in a car accident at the age of 40. The science community grieves and expresses their condolences to the relatives of the deceased. Scientists recognize not only Mrs. O'Hara's deep contribution to the development of ornithology, but appreciate her work as an experienced and talented educator and a wonderful writer. Mrs. O'Hara has written over 150 articles, books, monographs, and other publications. The funeral service is scheduled to take place... We're having a bad trip. What did we take? Light switch. A light switch. It doesn't work. Well, great. Oh no. I can handle spooky. When you bring a spooky baby into it, I don't know. Honey, it's all right. Calm down. Here you go. Uh-oh. Am I trying to break this? What is it? Oh gosh. I don't like it. My name? Huh? Our memory is selective. We only remember what we want to. What was with the baby? If you see a spooky baby on your drug trip, you know you took the wrong stuff. Yeah, no spooky babies for me. Thank you. Oh, let's cut these away. Cut it. Cut the branches. Don't touch my egg! My egg! Get those away from my egg. Okay. Loretta, what are we doing, love? The next morning, I remember grinding meat. And Walter, who'd never lift a finger or do anything to help me around the house, Mr. Lazy himself, by some divine coincidence, had sharpened the kitchen knives. Kelly yawns. Good morning, Lo. Morning, Kelly. Why the long face? Oh, Mickey and me had a fight is all. What smells so good? I'm making some mincemeat. Gonna fix us up some dumplings. Oh, that'll hit the spot. Daddy always raves about your cooking. Mm-hmm. Can I help you with anything? Nah, I'm almost done. Fair enough, I'd just make a mess of it anyway. Got any coffee? God, I'd die for a good cup of joe. Be careful what you wish for. You wanna die for a cup of joe? Say less. Best I can offer is chicory root. There's chicory root in the basement if you want. Chick a what? I think I'll pass. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Where's Mick? Oh, he's out in the backyard, trying to fix our car. Ah, so he is. Must be sweating up a storm, the poor thing. Oh, but don't worry about him. He knows his way around a car. A regular grease monkey. You have no idea how much I hate that car. Yeah, he certainly fixed you up real good last night, didn't he? Loretta. I want to say that. Oh, Mama! Quit being so jealous. Not my fault the old man hasn't taken a good look under the hood in a while. Where is he, by the way? Kelly did not need to call us out like that. I don't know, girl. What do you mean you don't know? Does he do this often? Disappear, I mean? The grinder crunches through a meat vein. Did you know your father's been seeing another woman? No, I didn't. Though I can't say I'm surprised neither. Don't forget he left his first family, too. And he had a child. He had me. The meat squeaks and squelches in the grinder. Well, anyway. Listen, Lo, I've been meaning to ask. You used to work as a hairdresser, right? Don't suppose you could cut mine? Cut your hair? If that's what you want. Sure thing, Kelly. I'll give you a good cut. Oh, Loretta. So, what was it you want to discuss with your father? Things getting serious between you and Mickey? You got beautiful hair, all right. Thank you. I got it from my mother. You have no idea how lush her hair was. Well, before the illness took her anyway. I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. Did you ever meet? Twice. But I didn't ever have the courage to look her in the eye. Laura, don't. It ain't like you haven't had it hard to. Besides, Daddy helped us when he could. I don't think I could have paid for the funeral if it wasn't for you two. Well, you are his daughter. Let's move on, Laura. The past is the past. What does Mickey do for a living? Oh, you know, Mickey isn't much of a working man. The road's what he's after. Doesn't do well with enclosed spaces. Like he can't sit still or something. So he's unemployed. Oh no! Well, actually, yeah. But he wants to be a racer. A bike racer, specifically. And what do you want? Me? I just want everything to go right for a change. These past few years have been tough, you know? Looking after my mother was hard, and now I'm gonna have a baby. Then I felt sick. We can't kill her now! Sick from the thoughts that I'd been spinning in my head all this time. And all the things I'd done, or came close to doing. Kelly's gonna have a baby. Ignoring the fact that she and Mickey are basically children themselves, they have their whole lives ahead of them. But for me, my die was cast the moment I stopped at that damn gas station. I'd already been considering that if I were able to sell the novel to Schaefer and leave town, then maybe Kelly and Mickey could move in here. Maybe they'd be able to find happiness here, that Walter and I never could. You were right. We're almost done. And not even 15 minutes have gone by. How nice, I love it. Well, hands always remember what they've done. Hands do remember what they've done. What would Nancy do? Mickey's also in the Mafia, isn't he? Everyone's in the Mafia, let's just call it now. Were you expecting anybody? I wasn't. Maybe it's Daddy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what? Oh, should I get the meat cleaver? It's too late. I ain't gonna do that now. Not a chance. Aw, we could have meat cleavered her, but we didn't. Good afternoon. Sir, are you okay? Afternoon. What's going on? Milk delivery, ma'am. This must be some mistake. No, that's impossible. But we don't get milk delivered here. You disappointed us, Loretta. Excuse me? You had such a promising start, only to let yourself balk to petty cowardice right at the finish line. You don't understand. Oh, but you do understand. You've done so much work, told so many lies, all for what? I ain't a murderer. I think Walter might have a thing or two to say about that. All right, Lo, time is running out, so listen carefully. Margaret will be here soon. Get rid of her. Pull yourself together, Loretta. This is your last chance. Got it? Make sure Margaret forgets how to get here for good. Otherwise, the consequences will be irreversible. But I don't know the combination. Yes, you do. Think. When did all start for Walter and end for you? Remember what happened in New York. Well, ma'am, looks like I got the wrong address. Sorry about that. I hope you have a great day. What's he listening to? Looks like a bop. He's headbanging. Hey, Laura, who was it? Loretta, are you okay? Mrs. Harris? Yes, I'm fine. Just a little Laura! Oh, no. Murdering is stressful. I get it. Let's put this together. Walter's popularity waned after the war ended and people stopped buying his books. One of the stories did get turned into a screenplay starring Rita Hayworth, but that was more an exception than a rule. Walter did his best to put on a brave face, but there's no denying it bruised his ego. They didn't even put his name in the end credits. We put a down payment on a luxury rental apartment on 12th Avenue. Walter was, well, not a communist, that's for sure, but he was at least a socialist in his beliefs. Not that I can really tell the difference, mind. It was pretty fashionable among writers and artists back then. As the daughter of a hard-working miner who died in the mine just the day before it was closed, I can't say I shared in his leftist ideals. Don't mean I think that the Jews, Bolsheviks, and that Stalin feller pose any threat to the American way of life, but I still consider communism to be nothing more than a fiction fueled by intellectuals on the East Side who've hardly worked a day in their lives. We argued from time to time. Walt called me, or rather people who shared my way of thinking, you know, hypothetical people who probably exist somewhere, but basically myself personified for the purpose of this conversation, Philistines. Said the Philistines' paradise is an easily swayed construction that only needed a good rub for the blinkers to fall off. Put this cup together. But the Philistines' paradise ain't so bad. We lived in it while we're in New York, in a way. We had a cozy rental apartment with an electric toaster, an electric iron, and one of those automatic lemon squeezers. Sure, we paid for it all in installments, so what? I can say one thing for sure. It was much better being in a boring, well-fed paradise than in some crumbling old barn with no central heating. Walter may have needed to hear the rustle of wheat for his inspiration. All I ever heard was the whispers of demons. Not the demons. What's up? I took her to bed. How's she looking? She seems all right, but I'm no doctor. She said it's the weather. You want to head out? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Maybe we shouldn't leave her alone, you know? Oh, come on. She nearly broke her damn neck, Mick. But she didn't, did she? What else is there for us to do here? She gave me a haircut, though. She did? When'd you get that done? You wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't said nothing. Well, it's beautiful. Can we hit the road now? Fine, let's go. They just left her? There's no way to turn back now, and there never will be. It's so noisy inside my head. My thoughts are all murky. No, scattered even. I don't want to think. I want to act. But it feels like there's a glass wall in front of me, and I'm gonna break it. Break the glass wall. December 24th? Goody, how are you doing? How could I have been so blind? December 24th, 1946, the day that divided my life into a before and after. That's the combination. The manuscript, or typescript to be more precise, straw bull. 200 pages of yellowed, strange-smelling paper. Those smell like onions. Inches of metal had been keeping me away from my destiny, and finally I held the book in my hands. It wouldn't be a work of Walt's if it didn't include some pretentious epigraph from John Milton. I don't know this poem, but it's like I said before, I don't read much. A sharp knock on the door interrupted me from enjoying the moment. It was Margaret, right on time. Oh no, Margaret, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to end you right here. Sorry I was so rude before. It's okay, I can understand, I think. Thanks for the milk. I hope you choke on it. Ain't it funny how nothing's changed? Excuse me? This living room, I mean, the Harris house. Or your house, I suppose. Might be a little dustier than before, but that's about it. Double-crossing bitch. Walter and I were friends when we were kids, you know? We'd spend entire days here at Mrs. Harris's. Before Clarence passed away. Oh yeah, Loretta, long before that. But Clarence ended up being the best for us. I'm so proud of him. His Purple Heart and his Bronze Star. You used them to open your favorite ginger ale. Were delivered with a letter from the president. Can you imagine? I think I saw a rat out on the porch. Yeah, I ran out of poison. Used it all up. Margaret takes a sip of her milk. So who's the fetching young couple you renting to? Oh, that's Walter's daughter Kelly and her fiancé. Get out of town, I'd love to meet her. Tell him to make sure they come pay me a visit. So Walter still hasn't shown up? Well, you don't see him here, do you? The sheriff came and spoke to me, Loretta. Bill's a good man, but I ain't told him about our situation. Not yet, anyway. What do you want, Margaret? It's weird. This ain't like him. What about his novel? The manuscript's upstairs in his safe. He left it here? He told me they were sending him a check. What are you getting at? Is that why you decided to ruin my marriage? You ruined it yourself, Loretta. Walter's miserable around you. Don't you get it? You're the miserable one. What do you know about marriage? Now you're telling me he just up and left? Left me? Left his novel? Left his own daughter? He left a long time ago, Margaret. You think you're the first? You ever ask what happened to Kelly's mother? Left her rot with tuberculosis. And Walter kindly paid for the funeral. Linda drank one too many of those radium drinks, and you know that. You know why we moved then? Because he wanted to finish his book. Quit being such a fool. Walter's always been a coward. One small problem's enough to make him turn tail and run. I don't trust you, Loretta. Then get this through that ginger scalp of yours. Let's say you're right. Let's say his filthy lion ass is currently rotting in the well out in the yard. For instance, just say. Just maybe. Not saying that that's actually true. Rats slowly picking his bones clean and all that. A fate he totally deserved, by the way. Even if that were all true, it'd be your word against mine. This place is freezing. Is it the room spinning or is it just me? Should have called it quits at that last vodka martini. Yeah, okay. The last 3 vodka martinis. The lights on in the bathroom. Is Loretta still up? I urgently need to take a leak. Okay, Walter. Let's go get you to the bathroom. Hey, you in there? Let me in, would ya? I really gotta go. Laura. Oh, for Christ's sakes. I gotta pee. Johnny's bedroom. I shouldn't go in or I'll wake the baby. Loretta forgot to turn it off.
There's no cops around. Anything's legal.
Again. Must have been listening to one of her lousy radio plays. I really wish she'd pick up a book. Woodstock. My typewriter. Hasn't brought me money or fame. Phone. I ain't on the right state of mind to be dialing anybody. Even if I wanted to, the lines wouldn't be operating at this time of night. Toaster? Oh, Walter, let's buy a toaster, Walter. Let's make breakfast like they do in France, Walter. $25, and what for? Where are my goddamn breakfasts? Sink. I'm probably gonna regret this, but Loretta ain't giving me any other options. I'm gonna pee in the sink. Oh, yeah, that's much better. What the hell's calling at this time of night? Would I miss Walter's a zombie? Went off to make Din Din. I guess we're in like the zombie world? I don't know where we are. Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I told you I would. I'm not whispering. But it's 2 in the morning. Because my wife... What the F, Frank? Why are you calling me at my house? How'd you even get the call through at all? No, I'm not drunk. Yes, I hear you. I got it. Tell Wallace I have something even better. He's gonna love it. I just need a couple more weeks. I know, Frank, but 2 weeks aren't gonna hurt anybody. That's none of your business. How would they know? No, I haven't spoken to anyone. Are you trying to scare me? Don't try me. I know what I'm doing. I gotta go. Don't call me here again. Think you're so clever, huh? Well, I've got other plans, Frank. Where'd I put those matches? I need the number. Think, Walter, think. Bedroom. They'll be in the writing desk. I'm gonna bend you all over, bunch of greedy assholes. Writing desk. The key's in the coat. Oh, you blockhead. Key is in a coat? Ooh, mirror? What a guy, huh? Spent your whole life trudging through bullshit just like the rest of them. But look at you now, standing in a tux, as crisp as a new dollar bill. Wish my folks could see me now. There's our key. Okay, writing desk. That's it. One call. No Wallace, no Chambers, no more dirty work. Only literature, honest to goodness literature. Suck it, Robert Penn Warren. But there'll be no turning back. These people are dangerous. Screw it. Dangerous or not, they're gonna make me rich. Okay, Walter. Dumb broad woke the baby. Oh no. Oh, you fat son of a... Okay, the baby's crying, the phone is ringing. I told you not to call here. Oh, honey, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Yeah, everything's fine. I got home just fine. Are you okay? Can't sleep? Oh yeah, I miss you too, baby doll. What? She's not asleep, no. No, I haven't told her. I don't know. When the time's right. When the time is right, okay? Go to bed, baby. Good night. I love you too. Bye. Walter? Walter sighs. Uh-oh. Bottle of wine? Looks like Loretta had herself quite the party. What is going through that head of hers? Sure I didn't invite her out. Is she offended? Someone's gotta stay home to look after the baby. I don't like it. Loretta, are you out of your mind? Laura, you fall asleep there? Open the door. Do you hear me? Open the door right now. Tea is overflowing. The drama, the tea. God, Loretta, what have you done? Do be careful with the china. You're sick, Loretta. Maybe so, but I'll be sick and 30 grand richer. And then I'll be long gone. Oh, you hear that? That will be an important call. From the publishing house, most likely. I'll be back in a moment. Should I kill the ginger bitch now? Or maybe I should just let her go? What can she really do? Run crying to Bill? She's probably rolling around with him too. Who'd believe her? I won't be much more than a memory by the time anyone figures it out. Cuba, Tahiti, Hawaii? The world's gonna open up for you like you won't believe, Loretta. All you gotta do is make a choice. Aloha. I mean, hello. Mrs. Harris, we accept the offer. One of our guys is already on his way to you. Mr. Fitzgerald, he'll be in touch when he's in town. Marvelous. Oh, and Mrs. Harris, please accept our deepest condolences on behalf of the Atlantic Press team. We are extremely concerned and hope Mr. Harris will return soon. Well, I finally hung up. When I finally hung up, Margaret was nowhere to be found. Must have gotten scared. Wish I hadn't wasted my chicory root entertaining her. Either way, I had the manuscript. All I had to do was wait for Fitzgerald. But of course, something just had to go wrong. Something I never would have expected. What? Uh-oh. Interesting how she closed the well with a wooden plank and he's blocked by a wooden plank door thing. Interesting. Got little splats. Am I trying to... What am I trying to do? Am I trying to keep the birds away from the splat? I don't know. I feel like these in-between things are so obscure. I'm like, just let me go on with the story. I want to know what happens next. See, I gotta do it again. Like, I don't know what the purpose is. Am I knocking them out of the way? Or maybe I don't touch them. Maybe it's because I'm touching it. Maybe I don't do anything. I don't get it. Am I clicking? Maybe I'm just avoiding the splats. I don't know. If it's not kicking me out, I'm not gonna complain. What in the world? I'm just gonna put my mouse over here. Don't touch the splats, maybe. I don't get it. I want to know what happens. If I put my mouse all the way to the side, I can't touch the splats. And then I'll know if it's the splats, or if it's my mouse, or if it's the birds. Or unless the birds are around my mouse. I don't know if it's making sense to somebody else and not me. But... like, why? What am I supposed to do? It won't let me do anything. Am I supposed to click them? I don't know what I'm trying to do. I am confusion. I also have no clue. I don't get it. Okay, glad that I'm not the only one. I'm like, I have no clue what it wants me to do. The birds orbit your mouse. They do, but where am I supposed to put the birds? Are the birds supposed to go to the splats, or are the birds supposed to not touch the splats? Like, when I had it all the way off to the side, like, it was fine. You avoid the splats? Okay. I feel like I was doing that, and it still kicked me out. Let's go over here, make sure they don't touch that splat. Like, see, why are they not, like, hovering over- like, my mouse is over here. Where are you guys going? Okay, then this splat's coming on that side. Oh, and then we go into the hole? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of those, but okay. It makes sense. Did you say something? No. We're nearly there. I think I saw a dead bird on the road. Turn on the radio. Turn on the radio or something. I ain't picking up any stations around here. Be patient, we're almost there. Is that your hip flask rattling around over there? Walter ignores and keeps driving. You know we're on the highway, right, Walter? Yep, and not another car in sight. Relax, okay? Maybe I should drive for a while. No need. Like I said, we're almost there. Good, because I'm starting to get car sick from all the wheat fields. You and me both. What are you thinking about? Nothing, really. Come on, you can tell me. I'm thinking up my next novel. Ooh, sounds exciting. I'm just staring at the wheat. Let's take a sip of that. Let me take a sip of that, Walter. Here. So, this novel, what's it gonna be about? A thriller about a kidnapping. Interesting. Yeah, it's still too early to say much, but I can share the title at least. Shoot. Straw Bull. I like it. Here's to the Pulitzer. Don't overdo it, Lo. We have a lot of housework waiting for us. Did I make it? Really? Again? I'm gonna sue that damn plumber. Unsettling hole. The noise is coming from the hole this time, but it's all boarded up. I can't pull them off with my bare hands. I think I saw an axe in the barn. In the barn? Alright, let's go find the barn. Just walk past the well. Why do they always gotta play the same melody over and over and over? Farmers. Well. Don't look over there. Just don't. Aw. Don't look into the well. Okay, let's see if I can find that axe. I don't like this barn. Ah, there it is. Axe. This'll do. Hope I don't get a splinter. I mean, I hope not. We really do look like a murderer. Where's Margaret? Oh no. Oh Lord, you scared me. What do you want? Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you staring at? Y'all shouldn't yell at old Jim Bob, ma'am. Old Jim Bob. Jim Bob and Jeremiah. He's a mute. So what do you want? There's a little problem. Would you go take a look? I don't have time for that. Alrighty, ma'am. We'll keep out of your hair. Come on, Jim Bob. Pair of hillbillies poking their noses around. Best put an end to that sooner rather than later. Okay. Break through this hole. The sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish. What's inside? I can't see a thing. The sound of brakes? Sounds like a car's pulling up in the driveway. Not again. Do most women like to use an axe in a dress and heels? I mean, this is the 40s. You gotta be fashionable when you murder. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. Oh, now we're caught up to where we were at the beginning. You got a lovely house, ma'am. Don't bother. I can't stay in this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents. Ah, there's our axe. Ma'am, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Why don't you start off by telling me who it is that hired you? Of course. I work for a firm called Wallace and Partners. I represent the interests of Mr. Wallace. Your husband owes Mr. Wallace a substantial sum of money, ma'am. Did Mr. Harris mention anything about that to you? No, but I've heard about Wallace. And I know he used to be a criminal. You may be right, but who can truly call themselves a saint in today's world? Mr. Wallace has paid back his debt to society and is now worthy enough to live in it. You know, he recently donated $30,000 for disabled war vets. If Wallace gives away his money so easily, then what does he want with my husband? We don't have any money. You're wasting your time. You have to understand, ma'am. We wish Walter no harm. We're old friends of his, and we want to help. Think about it. Would I really drive all the way across the country just to collect on some old debt? Mr. Wallace knows Walter's money situation. You see, he was supposed to pass on a particular item to us, an item that belongs to us. What are you talking about? Did Walter ever happen to show you a box? A box? A box. Yes, a wooden one with a lock on it. I don't know what you mean, mister. Why would he ever show me a box? Beads of sweat fall from Chambers' face onto his wrinkled shirt. Can I get you something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. You're not gonna answer that? Williams wrote. Hello, Mrs. Harris. I've been trying to reach you this past couple of days. I've studied the archives and it turns out there was once a cattle burial site on your land, you know, for sick animals and such. The contagious kind. Contagious? Using the area for farming is actually prohibited by law, but I suspect Mr. Harris, and I mean your husband's father, managed to skirt around the law somehow. And, well, I'm no expert, ma'am, but I think the cadaveric waters must have reached the soil and poisoned the crops. I suggest sharing this information with Mr. Morgan. The drainage from the burial site will ruin his harvest too, most likely, but it ain't your fault. I see. Well, thank you. Did something happen? No, nothing important. Let's go into the kitchen. After you. Hey. What are we doing out here? Oh, we're going to the kitchen. Let me ask you, ma'am, why'd you move out here in the first place? Walter wanted to write his book. And did he? Yeah, he's working with a publishing house. With Mr. Schaefer, yes, I know. Mighty interesting, isn't it? First you move from New York, then Walter up and disappears. Maybe he was afraid you were coming. Maybe he was. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? Maybe he went back to New York. He's got a sister there. What was her name? Cynthia. No, I already spoke to her. Then maybe you passed him while you were on your way here. Walter could be halfway to New York by now. Well, that certainly is possible. Sorry you had to come all this way for nothing, but I really don't think I can help. It's what I'm paid to do. Thanks again for the water. Sorry I bothered you. Now keep this in mind. We're not the only ones looking for Walter. There were people out there who only want to cause him and his family harm. I'm staying at the Twin Oaks Motel. If Walter happens to show up, you be sure to call me. Here's my card. Your husband is in serious danger, but you and I can help him together. Yeah, maybe. Twin Oaks. Okay. I'm just randomly clicking to find those birds. I don't see another one. Where is it? There. Mrs. Harris? Good morning, how are you doing? Patrick Fitzgerald at your service. I represent the legal interests of the Atlantic Press. We spoke on the phone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Can I get you anything? No, thank you. Ah, yes, I don't trust that vending machine food either. Well, Mrs. Harris, I have to admit that letter of yours was, unexpected. I hope you understand. The scale of the trust my firm has in your husband. I was sent out here from Mississippi, you know? We expect Mr. Harris to reappear soon, of course, and then we'll all learn the secret of the mystical disappearance. But before that, I have a couple of questions. Remind me, what novel are we talking about here? You don't know? I do, but I'd like to be sure. The Straw Bull. Have you read it, by the way? No. I ain't a fan. Oh, I feel you there. I'm not a big reader either. Fantastic. Loretta notices his soft hands. She realizes this is the first time she's seen a man with a manicure. In that case, I suggest we call it quits on the coffee. You hand over the manuscript and I make some calls. We can get contracts written up, and you do have the manuscripts with you, right? That ain't gonna work, mister. No contracts, not this time. I thought I made my point very clear in the letter. Your point? That's right, $30,000. A check is fine if you can't do cash. A check, huh? Listen, Fitzgerald. If you want the novel, then you're gonna have to pay me. For a moment, a look of incandescent rage flashes across Fitzgerald's clean-shaven reptilian face. After a pause, his smile returns with a sparkle. Well, all right. We'll play your game. No contracts. I can even write that check for you right now, but I gotta see the manuscript first. The manuscript's at home, locked up in a safe. Fitzgerald takes a slurp of his coffee. Did you come here by car? Geez, this coffee is lousy. Yeah, I drove here. The journey home usually took 25 to 30 minutes, but with Fitzgerald's high-speed motor, we got there in 15. He really put the pedal to the metal and seemed quite comfortable doing it, like he was used to it. You couldn't make that man hush up for love or money. His lips were flapping the whole time, talking about weather, sports, his work over in Mississippi, Louisiana, singing the praises of New Orleans cuisine. So 30 grand, that's quite the pretty sum. I'd say it's fair. Looking at you, I get the impression your company ain't short on money. Hey, so long as folks want to keep reading about people sleeping with and murdering each other, then your husband, myself, and even you will be set for life. No, it can't be. The safe's open. I don't get it. Someone stole my manuscript. Oh, that's swell. Chambers. Well, Mrs. Harris, looks like we're done here. No, wait! I know who stole it. I know where it is. I'll get it back. That's certainly an entertaining story, Loretta. You've given me quite the performance. It was an intimidation act at first, but now you've evolved into Broadway. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Harris jumped out from behind that curtain and sang us a tune next. No, please! You've already wasted too much of my time. I'm heading back to Mississippi, and I'll be sure to advise Mr. Schaefer away from any further dealings with you or your husband, wherever he may be. Oh gosh, cocksucker, what do you know? I'm begging you, stay in town just a little longer, I'll get you the manuscript. What do you know? Oh. My murder actually worked this time. Are you out of your mind? This is a $400 suit! You dumb... Oh. Loretta! Fitzgerald said in passing wouldn't do me any favors, but I couldn't help myself. Seems like a single step onto this path means there ain't no coming back from it. But there was still a chance, a glimmer of hope that I could still get the manuscript before Fitzgerald's body was found. Fog and rain again. I raced down the slick road in a frenzied rage. Heading to the motel that Chambers had written on his business card. Badass moron with rotten teeth. He must have stolen the manuscript when I was in the basement. But why? How could he have known the combination? Who is this Mr. Wallace he's working for? And why do they need my manuscript? The rain soon gave way to hail that fell so hard I considered stopping to chain the tires. I almost missed it, and as I struggled to keep the car on the road, the neon sign winked in the darkness. Twin Oaks. Oh my. Here it is. If I find Chambers, I find the manuscript. Porter ain't here. Lucky you, Loretta. Let's find him. Chambers ain't on the list. He must have used another name. Damn, but which one? Chambers. This one looks familiar. Charles F. Banks. Charles F. Banks. Frank Chambers. Bingo. It's an anagram. Looks like he's in room 12. Good God, girl. Chambers is probably the dangerous mafia man. Everyone's in the mafia. Room keys. They're locked behind the glass. I can't get to them from here. Alright. Can I have something to break the glass? Newspaper. Ain't got any change. Coffee machine. A bulky coffee machine. Paradise for roaches. Trash can. I ain't digging through the trash. Staff only. It looks like the key's still on the other side. I can try an old newspaper trick. Mama would sometimes lock me and my brother in the room when we were kids, but she'd always leave the key in the door. We learned that if you could slip a newspaper under the door and give it a good enough push... Okay, I'm trying to get a newspaper. Ooh. Room 11. I can't see a damn thing. Chambers lowered the blinds. This is his room. Chambers! You in there? Open up! Loretta pulls on the handle. It's locked. Of course it is. Public phone. Oh, a quarter. A quarter. This could come in handy. Alright, let's go get the newspaper with the quarter. Slip the newspaper under the door, get the key. Then find a way to get room 12's key. Buy a newspaper. Hey! Where's my newspaper? Come on, you dumb bucket of bolts. Give me my money back. Can I help you with something? What happened? I think I lost my room key. To tell the truth, I lost my room key. What's your last name? Mrs. Banks, room 12? Mr. Banks came alone. Who are you? Look, I know my husband is in there with my cousin. Oh, ma'am, I wish I could help, but your husband paid for the room fair and square. I can't give you the key. I'm sorry. Well, I'll just have to kill you. Newspaper. May I borrow a newspaper? I tried putting money in the machine, but nothing worked and I can't get it back. You're welcome to it. Ain't a single thing of interest in there anyway, aside from the baseball. Bertha warned me, don't bet on the Reds, you old fool. Alright, newspaper. Excuse me, ma'am. That room is for staff only. Need to find some way to distract the porter. A way to distract him? Could you imagine if that happened at your job? Be crazy. How do I distract you? Public phone. Call room service. Room service, how may I help you? Hey, there's a fountain spouting out of my toilet. You gotta send someone to room 5 and fast. What in the... I'm on my way. Alright. Hopefully that'll distract him for a while. Good stuff. Now we can break into the staff room. That did the trick. He won't have gone for long, though. Alright. Got the key. Ooh. It smells damp in here. Pin up, girls. Meh. Note. Mike, the broad in 11's complaining about some stink in the ventilation. Think a rat might have died in there. Go check it out. Oh, a weapon. Call it intuition, but I feel like I'm gonna need the screwdriver. For murder. Alright, maybe if I unscrew this, I can get the key. Haha, room 11. Better than nothing, I suppose. So, we go to room 11. We crawl through the vents. Lots of rats in this game. A lot of rats. What the hell are you doing, Loretta? I'm lucky the real Mrs. Woodhouse ain't here. Jesus. I ain't Amelia Earhart, but about time I got used to it. How did we get in here? Didn't even worry about it. Empty. Drawer's empty. Didn't knock, didn't check. Well, that woman's intuition. Yeah, I might need the screwdriver. Protestant Bible. They put one of these in every room. I don't really believe in God, or rather I don't want to, given all that's happened. Armchair. I can feel the air moving around my feet. Move the armchair. A vent! This probably connects to this room to chambers. I might be able to turn the screws if I had a coin or something. Damn it all. I mean, we have a screwdriver. Alright, here we go. Into the vents. I swear, this is the only time I'm doing it again. Chambers, you there? Suitcase. The suitcase is locked. I can't open it. Ain't no way I'm going back in there. Not back through the vents. Massage bed? Miracle bed with massaging capabilities, only 5 cents. Focus low. Crumbled newspaper. I've seen these in detective movies. They put these down so they can hear people sneaking toward the bed. Who or what was Chambers afraid of? Oh no. Oh, for the love of... What happened here? This ain't the time to fix my makeup. Sorry, Loretta. Straight razor. This must be the murder weapon. Looks like someone slashed Chambers with a straight razor. Better not touch it. Oh. Chambers. What a stench. How long's he been here? I think I'm gonna puke. Chambers' fat fingers look like bloody sausages, and it looks like they're holding on to something. Pry it open. Ooh. Bend those fingers back. Gross. I'm too old for this shit. Okay, well I have a key for the suitcase. Oh my god. Bad news, boss. Harris ain't here, just his wife. It's hard to say whether she's just acting a fool or if she really is one. Only thing I can say for sure is he's gone AWOL. This job ain't easy. Pigs are always making a mess of things, but I've got one last lead. Margaret Hatfield, a neighbor, the widow that Walter's been sleeping with. I'll pay her a visit tomorrow. Oh yeah, I think I'm being followed. I'll call again from a payphone later. Ooh. It was clear from Chambers's strange telegram that neither he nor Mr. Wallace were interested in the manuscript. They were chasing down Walter for old unpaid debts, and it looks like Chambers had some of his own too. Guess he'll never repay them now. I was more than a little confused. Who stole my manuscript, if it wasn't Chambers? Am I asking too many questions? I ain't getting any answers. I'm a simple woman. I got simple desires. Why does everything fall apart the one time I decided to try my luck? The storm wasn't letting up, so I headed home. Must have got some Chambers blood on me. Some corrosive thoughts were eating away at my head from the inside. Black raindrops rolled off of my wet hair. A gas light flickered in the kitchen. Loretta sniffs at the air. Something smells weird. Like someone's smoking cigars. It's coming from the kitchen. Ew. Honestly, I'm too old to handle rigor mortis too. Who the hell are you? Take a seat. Sickle? Should I just murder him? Let's take a seat. Atta girl. Ooh. Now tell me, where's Harris? Harris is dead. Is that so? Well, one thing less to worry about. Where's the box? What box? Don't make me hurt you. I'm only gonna ask one more time, and I recommend thinking hard about your answer, because I know you have it. Now tell me where the box is, and I might leave you looking presentable enough for an open casket. Listen to me, my daughter is gonna be home any minute now. Cut the crap. Where's the box? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I don't know. Quit squirming. He did not hesitate. Oh. Wait. No, 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 no! Oh gosh. Chimney. That asshole chained me to the stove. Where'd he get a pair of handcuffs? Is he a cop? No way, not with a face like his. I can't die here, not like this. There's gotta be a way to take him off. Oh my god. Furnace. Open it? Oh, empty. Shit. Furnace is empty. Cupboard. Open it.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Balls.
No! No! No!
I could give these a try, but I gotta be careful I don't break them. I only have 3. Oh gosh. I'm trying to... Oh no! Oh, thank goodness. Right. Nobody chains down Loretta Lou Harris. Hell no they don't. Nobody! Get it, Loretta. Let's go murder somebody else. Alright, we got the sickle. He must be out in the barn. We are not running, which is concerning. Go girl, kill him. I support women's rights and women's wrongs. He chained us to the stove. I think that we were given permission to kill him. Strutting to the bar. Making our way downtown. What's he doing? He's got a gun. There's no way he'll miss from that distance. I need to sneak up on him and try to stay in the shadows when the lightning strikes. Stay in the shadows. Nasty bitch, how'd you die? How did he see us? He's got a gun. Alright. We gotta go, but then... Oh, wait. Huh? Okay. Where are the shadows? Is this a shadow? Okay, wait, I see them. Well, let me stay here, see where my next move is. I can go over here. And then go over here. And here. Oh man! It's so sensitive! That's how I got caught the first time. I thought I was standing in the right spot, but it really is, like, if you touch, like, a tiny bit of the light. Yeah, see, like, I was a little bit too forward. Alright, let's go straight across. Boop. Boop. Kill him. Yeah. Who are you? No tags on his clothes. There's something in the inside pocket. A revolver with a full barrel. What, you gonna shoot me, scumbag? Poor bastard's dead. Oh no. Coat pocket. Jack Smith, private security. Tom Winters, insurance agent. Sam Clements, Department of Health. Who are you? What else we have? A cigar? Damn it, not another cigar. We ain't done yet, buddy. You and I are going for a little walk. To the well. Mafia man. Loretta's so strong. Wait. Oh, you're awake? I thought you died already. I'm bleeding. What are you? Hold on a minute. Let me get up. Any last words? I said, wait a minute, damn it. Want a needle in your eye, do you? What, not feeling so tough anymore? Beating up a woman in her own home? Listen, I got nothing on you. I just need Harris. I told you he's dead and rotting in the well behind you. And you're gonna keep him company. Now give me your name. Let me go. You don't want to be a murderer, do you? I mean, too late for that. You don't know nothing about me, mister. Start talking or I'll put a bullet in your knees. Okay, sweetheart. Flattery won't get you anywhere. Okay, just relax. Look at me. I'm not going anywhere. Why did you kill Chambers? So was it you who killed Chambers? Dang, my ears are ringing. Talk! Yeah, I killed the fat person. But he had it coming. Why? He had dirt on you or something? Him, Wallace, and your husband. They were all in cahoots. Went and violated the Lindbergh Law. You mean they kidnapped someone? What are you saying? They kidnapped a child and tortured it to death. You ever see the name Nancy Olson in the news? The oil baron's daughter? Of course I remember. It was printed everywhere. The ransom was paid, but the girl was never found. And she never will be. Well, she might, in some field somewhere with her head cut off, that is. The family eventually learned Wallace was involved. Something to do with the Union, so they hired me. You're lying. Hey, Wallace confessed everything to me before he croaked. Sold his little errand boys all the way down the river. Time to die. Jesus, this is dark as hell. This took a very, very, very dark... I mean, it was dark already, but the turn. Who said mafia? Who claimed mafia? Crimes? You think I'm gonna believe that without any proof? It's right under your nose. The box. What's in it?
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
I don't know for sure. A gift from Daddy or something. Far as I know, it ain't worth a fig. But your dummy of a husband, well, he decided to sell it. Then shit hit the fan. And he got out of Dodge, tried to cover his tracks. That's how I found him, actually. Alright, then. Let's say you're telling the truth. You're cut from the same cloth, you and your big sack of money. How many people have you killed? Where do you draw the line of revenge? Line of revenge? Line of revenge? Hey, I only killed Chambers. Wallace died in a hospital, soiled his hospital gown out of pure fear. And Harris, well, you said he ain't a problem anymore. Olson lost his wife too, you know. He's got nothing left but money and revenge now. A dangerous combination. So the manuscript. Margaret. What? Who? Listen, Toots, let me go. You can even keep the box if you want. Harris is dead and so is the fat-ass Chambers. My job's already done. I didn't have any intention of killing you. Bullshit. Okay, but believe me when I say this. It wasn't personal. You were just in my way. Walter was a vulture. The word'll breathe a little easier without him in it. What would you do if you were little Nancy's father? You're a woman, a mother. You should understand. Just let me go. You know what? I don't really care anymore. Get out of here. Go on, get out of here. Tell your boss that. Tell your boss that Loretta Lou Harris did your job for you. And if I ever see you again, you won't. You have my word. Oh my gosh. Me, I'm a genius. Mafia, crimes. Called it. Alright. Let's put the plate together. My gosh. Maybe I should have killed him. I don't know, he seemed like he regretted things. But maybe I should have. Just to cover my tracks, you know? Margaret's house was much like our own, yet still so much nicer. The paint wasn't peeling off the walls and the fence didn't sag. She and Clarence didn't have much land, but they managed it by themselves. They didn't rent it out to farmers. Everything this filthy thieving bitch had was better than anything I had, and she still decided to take away the last thing that was mine. The chance to change my life. Just another body at this point. I know, I should have just killed. It's hard to describe the amount of anger I was feeling when I kicked the door down. I busted into her house, hollering her name, but got no answer. Photographs of Margaret and Clarence hung on the walls. There was some lithograph of a spring of wheat in a dusty frame. Water dripped from my wet hair onto the muzzle of the revolver, and the wind blew the sweet scent of flowers through the room. Are we the villain? Margaret! Oh, I got my gun and rage. Where is she? Brand new gramophone. Must be nice, Margaret. I didn't think you knew how to read. Oh, what a way to enter the room. You give the manuscript back, Margaret. You're a monster. They'll throw you in the gas chamber for this. They might, but you'll end up with a hole in that thick skull of yours. Now give me the damn manuscript. You killed Walter. You killed him. What for? Some lousy scraps of paper? You'll die for him too if you ain't careful. Now enough talking. Then why? Was it revenge? Because Walter was leaving you? Life is much more than men, Loretta. As if a whore like you would know. Loretta. She did not come to play. Give me the manuscript. No way I'm handing it over to you. Get out of my house! You wanna shoot? Then shoot. Add another crime to the list. One more is one less, right? Prove you've got no humanity left in you. I ain't giving you the book. You don't deserve his work. Walter was right. Right about what? Your son, Loretta. What was his name? Keep him out of this, you whore. Walter told me, but I didn't believe him. I just couldn't. But you killed him too, didn't you? Shut up, Margaret. You drowned your own baby. Shut up. What kind of person does that? Oh, don't provoke her, Margaret. Shoot. Try to persuade her. Oh, no. I was trying to be the bigger person, but now the cops are here. That's enough, Miss Harris. Drop the gun. Bill, thank God. Sheriff? The redhead stole my manuscript. Arrest her. I found Fitzgerald's body, Loretta. It's over. Drop the gun now or I'll shoot. What are you waiting for, Bill? Shoot! It's time to stop, Loretta. Stop? Don't be a fool. What's waiting for me if I stop here? No, I've gone too far. Shoot, Margaret. Oh my God! I pulled the trigger and ran. Ears of wet wheat slapped at my face and legs. I missed. You missed? Something whistled past my ear with a crack. My lungs were greedy for air. My feet sank into the sodden black dirt. Another crack. And a pain in the back of my head. I didn't want to run no more. Then something pushed me to the ground. I collapsed into the wet mud. How foolish. It's cold. Walter. Johnny. My little boy. Mama's on her way. Oh my God. How'd you miss? She was right in front of you, girl. Oh no, Loretta. They didn't let me die. I've been having weird dreams lately. In them, human bodies melt like wax brought to a fire. I wake up several times at night. My throat runs dry with thirst. My thoughts seem to run dry too, like a river or a well. My forehead and armpits grow sticky with sweat, and I can't get my words out straight. I ain't sure what I'm saying at all, or what's being said to me. But I eventually open my eyes. The bright ceiling lamp makes me want to puke. They never turn the lights off in the cells. The little blue ring looks like an artificial sun, and its rays feel heavier than anything I've ever known. Oh my god. Does she smell like onion now? She's sweaty onion smell. Good afternoon, Loretta. How are you feeling today? Can you tell me why you bit Dr. Miller? That wasn't very polite. I can't help but worry that you'll bite me next. Keep worrying. Cigarette? I thought smoking wasn't allowed in here. I'd like to make an exception for our regular guests. What? I need to run some tests and check the state of your bones, so I'm going to schedule you in for an x-ray, Loretta. Who are you? I suspect there might be some damage to your bone marrow, but do you happen to know what neurosyphilis is? Okay, well, it doesn't matter now. How's your leg feel? Any pain? With the drugs y'all making me take, nothing hurts no more. Well, maybe you should have hammered in that nail low. Walter played a cruel joke on you. Got you from the grave, that bastard. No. What do you mean, no? Come on, it's not like you didn't have any fun, right? Although I can't wrap my head around one thing. Why'd you chase her? Why not just grab the manuscript? The thought didn't occur to me. Didn't occur to you? You ever think about what's waiting for you, Harris? The chair? The gas chamber? Or maybe just a rope? Hell. Oh. Oh my god! I'm sorry, Loretta. The end. Oh god, no. Loretta, I was rooting for you, but you missed. That was a trip. Are there different endings? I would assume there's different endings because we were making choices, but I have no idea. Now I need to play again. That was wild. Oh my gosh, this has been sitting on my backlog for a while. That was great. It was supposed to be better, Loretta. We were supposed to find her a good life. 99% sure there's different endings. You don't have to kill Walter. See, I just assumed I had to. Or anyone, really. But I prefer the body pilot. What happens if we don't kill Walter? He's just like walking around? I don't know, Walter. I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we can still go back? Go back? Where? To New York? Oh, come on, baby. I promise you're gonna love it here. The nature, the air, it's beautiful. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? Walter, you know you're not supposed to say that. My gosh.